One. All right, ladies and gentlemen, TikTok, you know what the time it is. Go ahead and get them in the building. Go ahead and share this video. Prove it, prove it. SFA, can you prove it? Right? Yeah, that's what I'm hearing all the time, right? I'm hearing this all the time. SFA, can you prove it? Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. All right, come on in. Come on in. I'm going to sit back and wait for y'all to come on in. How I even get my music on this, man? I got to figure out how to get my music in, man. Shout out to come on in. Thank you, moderator, for coming in. Appreciate you. I always can count on you to come on in. All right, let me put my Malcolms on. Put my Malcolms on. All right. Put the Malcolms on. We're going to wait for y'all to come on in, man. We're going to wait for y'all to get on in here, man. Because it's always prove it. SFA, can you prove it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tap that screen, baby girl. I wonder, do I ever make a goal for the tap the screen? What's that D2 mean? What D2 mean? All right, yeah. They want SFA gonna prove it today. Yeah, thank you for joining. Make sure you hang around. I got a nice program for you today, and everything's gonna be settled today. All I heard, listen, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you got time, SFA is gonna prove it today, ladies and gentlemen. SFA is gonna prove it today. But y'all know how I do. I can't get started. I can't just start it until I get them hearts in the chat. I can't get started until we got what? You said last live. The last live, they were like, prove it. SFA, can you prove it? What? Are you, what? You challenging me? Letter M, turn them down for the W? You challenging the American Indian first? Let me tell you something right now. My doctors told me. I didn't even know. I thought I was a whole Negro. Or I am. But I thought I was a whole African slave been beat. And my doctor took my DNA and he told me the truth. And ever since my doctor told me the truth, I started this journey 2014. You got all these guys in here talking about they the American Indian. Can you prove it though? Prove it. SFA's gonna prove it. Touch that freaking screen. Tap that screen. We're gonna prove it today. Because everybody want to claim to be the Aboriginals. Everybody want to claim to be the American Indian. We're going to talk about the Histos blood group because a lot of our brothers and sisters today look like some of them. All right? That don't mean they ain't our brothers and sisters, though. We got something called the Histos blood group right here, buddy. We're going to prove it today because I'm tired of y'all, man. I'm your main man, SFA. I'm your main man, SFA. The American Indian first. I'm the American Indian first. That's my doctor. I didn't even know. And I'm not even going to get started till I see at least 1,500 hearts in the chat. So come on, tap that screen. Share this video. It's about to go down. I'm showing you what makes you an American Indian and how your blood type might have got switched up. All right? And it's called the Histos blood group. And people say, prove it. SFA, can you prove it? Let me tell you something. Since you want to listen to what the Caucasian got to say, right? About you being a slave. Why don't you listen to what the Caucasian got to say about you being an American Indian? How about that? Since you want to listen to the Caucasian when he tell you a slave, why don't you listen to the same Caucasian telling you who the Indian is? Okay? So you said, prove it. SFA, can you prove it? Oh, for sure. That's my job. Telling you who the Indian is. Okay? So you said, prove it. SFA, can you prove it? Oh, for sure. That's my job. You know they're going to start coming in, chat. Let me put do not disturb. You know they're going to start coming in, chat. Let me put do not disturb. Try to come in and mess me up. You know they're going to try to come and mess me up. Today we got it, ladies and gentlemen. We got the full-blooded Indians. We're going to get it down today. And then we're going to also talk about the role of the ABO and the Histos blood group. Okay, we're going to get it down today. Because a lot of us today, we don't got the full-blooded bloodline no more. But we still got the letter M. A lot of us today, we don't got that full-blooded bloodline no more. But we still got the Histos blood group. All right, so we're going to prove it today. That's why it's important to know what your mother and your father's blood type is. It's important, again, I'm going to say it again, because whenever you head like an airplane, it's important to know what your mother and your father's blood type is so you can prove it. Because SFA is going to prove it. And guess what? I'm not only going to go from America. Because I know how y'all always do. Oh, America will tell you anything. We're going to go deal with the Iran Journal of Truth, goddammit. God, and they bombing Iran today? And they getting them today? I don't know why they're getting them, but because, I don't know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna say too much, because I don't want to get involved. I ain't into the politics, okay? But I'm going to go right here from the Iran Journal of Truth. All right? The Iran Journal of Truth. They ain't got nothing to prosper from this. They ain't got nothing to prosper from this. Okay, then when we get from that, we're going to deal with the genetic literacy, and we're going to talk about how you got that damn already that damn monkey gene. All right, when we get finished with that, we're going to break down how many animals could be running in your bloodline today. So you said SFA prove it. Oh, we got a program today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a program today. I got my water out. I'm ready. You said SFA prove it. Tap that freaking screen. Tap that freaking screen. Anybody want to know about the full-blooded Indians? Anybody want to know about how their blood type became what it was? Anybody want to know about where the original Aboriginals started from in this world? Anybody want to know who's saying what? Hang on in there, buddy. Hang on in there. Tap that screen. Give me the 1,500. Hang on in there. Help me reach my goals. You know what I'm saying? You see that right now? I just need some love, man. You know how much work? Man, that make me feel like I'm worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? You better throw me something, man. I ain't being greedy, but goddamn, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been going live for a minute. I ain't getting $1 or nothing. Come on now. Help me out. Help me out. Motivate me to keep going. And also, we're going to also talk about subgroups and all that. Because sometimes we could change and still be the same, okay? We're going to go ahead and get it down today. So make sure y'all hit that heart right there, man. Join the fan club so y'all can definitely know what time it is when we come on in. It only costs you 1 cent. It ain't gonna cost you much. Come on, 1 cent, man. Come on. If you ain't got it, I know you ain't get paid. I know it's Wednesday. Hey, but some people work. Some people ain't got it. I get it. But God damn it, I know you ain't got 1 cent. Come on, your main man SFA ain't worth 1 cent. Tap that screen. We at 1,000. I need 500 more. Prove it. SFA, can you prove it? Oh, we gonna prove it today, ladies and gentlemen. I got some screenshots here. Hold on. Let me see if they can get them in there. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know. I know I'm not really proficient with this. Cause what I try to do with every live is give you the articles yourself. I don't want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me over here. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you to just take my word for it. So I give you the cited articles yourself. So then you can stand on business. Then you can prove it. You get what I'm saying? And all I'm asking for y'all to do is help me reach my goals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for helping me reach my goal. When it comes to the hearts and the chat, I appreciate you tapping that screen. We got to get started because that's the rules of the game, okay? So let me get a little sip of this water. And I want to let y'all know, sometimes I take an intermission because I got a little something going on with the back. I think I told that before. They got me on. I'm fucked up out here. All right, but... all right, but let's get started. Now, last live, we was going in, right? And somebody named Trash Can, y'all see I got the Malcolms out. Y'all know when I pull these Malcolms out. Y'all know what time it is. The first thing I want to do is say, make sure you heart me, man. Come on, man. Join this live. All right, join this fan club right here, the ABO fan club. It's only costs 1 cent. Help me reach my goals if you can. It's all up to you. But in the last live, somebody named Trash Can was like, prove it, SFA. Prove that you the American Indian. Prove that we the American Indians. Oh, I'm going to prove it today. All right. And by the way, let the M's turn on downside for the W's. Again, I got witnesses. I got all kind of. Wait, hold on. I think I got my. Hold on, chat. One more thing, chat. Hold on, chat. One more thing. Hold on, chat. Okay. All right, I'm back. I know TikTok gonna get me for that. But in my hand right here, I can't tell you the names. In my hand right here, we got tests that you could take. All right, in my hand right here, there's tests that you could take. Okay, and this is how you gonna know. It's very easy. You just take these freaking tests. All right, and these are the tests of 2 different B bloods in my household. One is ancient and one is modern. So we're going to help you understand about the ancients and we're going to help you understand about the moderns, okay? So a lot of us are modern and your main master, I am the ancient, okay? I am the Adam gene, thus said my doctors. So let's get into it, since I got to prove it, all right? How many I got in the chat? How many I got moderated? How many I got in the chat, moderator? I need to get some people in the chat, man. Share this video, man. Moderator, how many I got in the chat? I know you there. Can you hear me, moderator? You hear me? I got 2 in the chat. Come on, I need more in the chat. Y'all share this video. Because SFA going to prove it today, the full-blooded Indians. SFA is going to prove it today, the full-blooded Indians. Okay, so now I'm going to get started for those who hung around. Let me first go. Let me see how I'm doing this right, y'all. Y'all got to give me a little chance. I'm going to do this right because y'all hung around. Y'all deserve to get what y'all want, all right? Let me see if I can. Oh, man, here we go. How do I do it? I think I got to go here. Oh, okay, I think I got it. Bang, is that it? Okay. Woo, let me get out the way. Y'all go ahead and get that screenshot. All right, go ahead and get that screenshot. If you got the screenshot, let me know. If you got the screenshot, let me know. I'm going to tell you what it says because it's chopped off a little bit. It's chopped off a little bit. That ain't my fault. It's chopped off a little bit. I'm sorry about the chop off. I'm still trying to figure out how to squeeze it in. All right, but if you see right there, it says the full-blooded American Indians, okay? I'm going to let you know right now. Let me get that started. Y'all come on in. It says right there, the full-blooded American Indians, okay? They don't say aboriginals. They don't say indigenous. All these words that people want to use, you are either the full-blooded American Indians, and they call you Amerindian, Indian, okay? So let's get that right. You are called an Amerindian. Indian. Instead of calling yourself Aboriginal, Aboriginal means all over the earth. The Africans are Aboriginal. The Africans are indigenous. You get what I'm saying? In my last video, oh wait, I can show you that right now. Do I even have it? Do I even have it? Okay, right here. All right, right here. The Africans are even the ancestors. Okay, they are even indigenous. So you got to be careful when you're using these words. Okay, you got to be careful when you're using these words because you fit in a narrative that belongs to almost everybody who's melanated. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to specify, what do we call ourselves? We call ourselves the American Indian, or AKA the Amerindians, okay? All of them in South America are called the Amerindians or the American Indians. That's what they call you scientifically. They do not call you Aboriginal. Aboriginals mean the people that were there. Indigenous means the people that's been there the longest. But if you want a terminology, from now on you say I'm the American Indian. That's what we got to go by these days. All right. In order to get recognized, you got to write down American Indian. They don't have Aboriginal when you fill out paperwork. When you go to jail, they ask you if you black. Because I've been in jail. I went through. I had to go through the jail house. I had to go through the jail system because I was teaching this knowledge. So when you go to jail, they ask you black, African American, Hispanic, American Indian. They don't ask you Aboriginal. They don't ask you if you're indigenous. They ask you, are you the American Indian? So you must write down the Amerindian, okay? You must put that down. You are the American Indian. That's it. All right, now how do you be able to prove that? We got the information today, ladies and gentlemen. You see it right there. Go ahead and take a screenshot. The full-blooded Indians. The full-blooded Indians and of the mixed ancestry. Okay, so you can be mixed. You don't mean you ain't Indian. That don't mean you ain't Indian because you got a mix. That don't mean you ain't... Who said that? Who said that? You know what I'm saying? We got some white-looking Indians. We got some black-looking Indians. Yellow. We got Indians all over the place. All right, you got the full-blooded and you got the mixed race, okay? But that don't make you not American Indian. Let me just specify. Let me just specify what I mean. I want to make sure we get this in order so you guys can understand what's going on. All right, let me get this in order so you guys can understand what's going on. Hold on, chat. I don't know if y'all can hear me, chat. I don't know if y'all can hear me, okay? Okay, so listen. Let's get this started. These are the full-blooded Indians, okay? Okay? And if you ain't looking like that, you probably the mixed race. That don't mean you ain't part of us. All that means is you probably the mixed race. That's all. Why you gotta get offended? Why you gotta get offended because we said you ain't the full-blooded Indians? Why you trying to claim what you not? See, that's how you're going to okay, make sure y'all, okay, TikTok, let me say, tell me y'all, yo, everybody that's new to my channel, make sure y'all follow this channel, man, because we're going to come through with all the Aboriginal start again. Make sure you follow this channel, because I'm going to bring you all of the articles from the authorities. Forget my chair. I got to wear this chair, man, because this chair right here, it keeps my back from acting up, okay? So make sure you follow this channel. If you can, become a fan club. If you can, go ahead and drop that penny and try to support my live. You get what I'm saying? But even if you don't, it don't matter. I'm going to give you the information so you can take the screenshots, write it down, document it. Shout out to the moderator for, showing some love. Write it down, document it, keep it for your evidence, and make sure you know what you stand on when you're ready to stand on it. Because, they can't cast out their own information. They can't cast it out. You know what I'm saying? How they gonna cast it out? So when I give you the information about the full-blooded Indians, now you can stand on it, yes or no? And when I give you the information about the mixed race Indians, you can stand on it. So you can be fair skinned and say I'm an Indian. They be like, oh, you ain't no Indian, you a Caucasian. But you gonna stand on that mixed race Indian ancestry. You gonna stand on it because all Indians have an exon. All right, I told y'all before. All Indians have the exon. I think it's exon 7. Don't hold me to it. I got to check that again. But I believe it's exon 7. All right? So all American Indians have the exon 7. But today we're going to talk about the full-blooded Indians. All right? Y'all got that? The full-blooded Indians, okay? Let me get the article. All right, let me get the article. I want to get like 15 more people in the chat, yo. Share this freaking video, man. Share this fucking video. Listen, when I'm saying mixed ancestry, what I'm saying is me, myself, I have a little bit of mixed ancestry myself. But according to my doctors, they said, no, I'm the full-blooded one because the little percentage that I have is ain't a percentage where you can, like, you know, you take a grade, right? You know how you get a grade, right? When you go, and plus my bloodline, my blood type is the full-blooded Indian. So I do have DNA. I told y'all, DNA is everywhere. Y'all keep misunderstanding DNA from blood. See, that's where y'all messing up. What it said? It said blooded. It didn't say full. It didn't say full allele Indians. It didn't say full DNA Indians. It said full-blooded Indians. We talking about the blood types, ladies and gentlemen. We're not talking about DNA. DNA is everywhere. All right? You know what I mean? Millions of years we've been mixing up. Are you serious? You gonna try to come in with that? Are you really trying to come at me with that? All right? So when I say full-blooded, we're not talking about DNA. Of course I got some African face. Of course I ain't disrespecting my ancestors. We the H antigen. We are the H antigen. If you ain't got a little Africa, I'm gonna have to be suspect. I ain't talking about the blood type. We talking about your DNA. If you ain't got a little Africa, I'm gonna have to be suspect because Africans are the same as us. We made them. I'm gonna prove it. You said prove it, SFA. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it. We made them. I'm gonna prove it. It's not the other way around. It's the other way around. It's not the other way around. It's the other way around. The full-blooded. Hold on. The Irish General Truth. The Irish General Truth is gonna tell you we made them. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. I'm gonna prove it today. I'm gonna prove it today. Everybody wants to come in. Oh, you mixed race. Oh, you this and that. Listen, everybody got DNA, man. All right, and we have millions of years of slavery. I mean, we have millions of years of mixing, slavery, all kinds of stuff. Everybody got DNA everywhere, okay? And what we talk about, what I always talk about here, I'm only talking about one thing, and that's the blood. We're not talking about the DNA, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about the blood, okay? Stop mixing. You guys are mixing the blood with the DNA. We ain't talking about that. We talking about the blood, okay? The blood makes you who you are, not the DNA. Oh, the DNA does too, but I'm just saying the DNA only gives you, what DNA does is it gives you your characteristics. That's what DNA does. It's called alleles, okay? Some people have DNA to be short. Some people have DNA to be tall. Some people have DNA to be skinny. Some people have DNA to be fat. Some people have DNA to be fast. Some people have DNA to be slow. Some people have DNA to be inquisitively smart. Some people have DNA to be, they need a little help. So we're not talking about DNA. We're talking about the blood. And here it is again, just in case you misunderstand it. For all those who are slow in the chat, if you don't understand, please be quiet and get some understanding. We're talking about the blood. When you come over to this channel, all it's going to be dealing with is blood. We're not talking about DNA. Stop bringing up DNA, man. Stop it, man. Because DNA is everywhere. But there's only one thing that stands on the truth, and that's the A, B, and O, man. All right? That's the A, B, and O. That's right. A O negative can produce in any blood type, and the child will be all right. But the mother cannot. We're going to cover that today. We're going to cover that today. It's right in this chat. It's right here. It's right here. It's called demonstratable. We're going to cover that today. It's called RH demonstratable. All right? By special human sermon when they have to give you the Rogan shot. All right? We're going to cover it today, my man. I don't know if you're a man or woman. It says, look, don't hold me to that. All right, international, I got you. Murison, international, I don't know if you're a man or woman or not because I got the microphone. But what I want to tell you is when an O negative man can have a child with anything. And that's how the Neanderthals became modern humans. Because a lot of our African O negative H antigens millions of years ago, 300,000 years ago, I'm sorry, with the Kozan people end up, doing what they got to do because they gave you this picture that these Neanderthals were looking like creatures or whatever. Or it could have been the other way around. You know what I'm saying? The Neanderthals could have got our daughters and did what they had to do. You feel me? And then make what's called the two sisters. Either way, it was us or them, and we had something called the two sisters, and that's how we end up interbreeding and becoming the mixed ancestry. The mixed ancestry. Because we started mixing our DNA. That's how we got the A, the B, and the O. Make sense? Make sense? All right, so let's keep on going. We're trying to get 15 in the chat. I want to talk about today the full-blooded Indians. Y'all make sure that y'all follow this channel, man. All right, support that fan club if you can. It's only 1 cent. I know nobody got paid. It's Wednesday, but if you got a credit card, a cash app, go ahead and support that right there if you can. Matter of fact, if you can't do that, put my cash up in the chat, man. Hit me off on the cash app. Put my moderator, can you put my cash up in the chat? You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, every once in a while, throw the cash up in the chat. Because if you want to ask me a question while I'm doing my channel, throw me a cash app and I'll stop and I'll answer that question. But until then, I want to keep going. I got to try. Come on, y'all. It's all about me trying to build up y'all up. And at the same time, being able to print out these things go ahead and do the research. It costs, that's time. It's billable time. Okay? I gotta build. I like, yo, this is my little situation here. So I gotta build it up. This is my situation. So it's billable. All right? So if you want me to stop the class, to answer you directly, you gotta give me a gift. You gotta do something. You gotta hit me with the goals. You gotta do something, man. All right? That makes sense? Let me keep on going. So what we talking about is the full-blooded Indians versus the mixed ancestry. Not DNA. Please, not DNA. Okay? Not DNA. Thank you, AI, for that. Thank you for AI. But make sure you let them know we're talking about the origins of the full-blooded American Indians and their bloodline. Nothing else. We're not talking about, 15% Europe, 25% of Nigerian, and all that. Come on, man. Come on, man. You trying to play games. We're not talking about DNA. Again, DNA is everywhere. Make sense? Give me some hearts in the chat if that makes sense. DNA is everywhere. Give me a hearts in the chat. DNA could come from anywhere. All right, your grandmother could have messed with Chinese dude somewhere back in the days. You don't even know. All right, so Mongolian could have got your grandmother. You don't even know. And now you got a little 2% Filipino. You be like, how did I get that? Because mixtures. You know what I'm saying? You could take a DNA test and then say 1% Mali. You be like, what Mali? How you been to Mali? The mixtures of over the millions of years. You could say Russia. You be like, what the hell? Not Russia. You can say Germany. You can say you got 4% Germany. You be like, Germany, what the fuck? What's that Germany? The mixtures. So you don't know where that DNA came from, man. All you know is who got the DNA today. So we're not talking about DNA, okay? We are talking only about the full-blooded Indians. So let's get started. All right, don't let nobody else coming in. I'm trying to get 15 in the chat at least. We got 8 that's hanging around. If somebody throw me a don't know, and I'll go ahead and get started. All I need is one don't know. I'm going to get started. A penny, 2 cents, it don't matter. A penny, 2 cents. I need a new donation for somebody. Somebody show me some love. 1 penny, 2 cents, anybody. You got $1, quarter, a nickel, 2 cents. Join the fan club. Show me that you're interested. Show me that you're interested. Shout out to the moderator. You already donated. I appreciate you. Shout out to the moderator. Can I get one more penny? Anybody got one more penny to show me some love? Can I get a rose for somebody so we can go ahead and get to this full-blooded Indian information? I know it's worth more. I know it's worth more than 1 cent. I know it's worth more than 1 cent. Come on now. I got the moderator sitting out $1 for 2, not 1 cent. Can anybody else? Oh, I got a follow. That's cool. I'll rock with the follow. I'll rock. Thank you, Just, for following. Let's get it in, right? Oh, shout out for Summer Rose. I appreciate you. Thank you for that rose. I appreciate it. Did you shoot the rose? I don't know how you did it. I thought you shot a rose, but you got a rose. I appreciate you anyway for following me. So let's get started. All right? Now, distribution of the RH factor in the American Indians. So let me just let you know right now, before we get started, while I'm reading this, okay? While I'm reading this, because I already put it on the screen, you should have took the screenshot. Should have took the screenshot, all right? You should have took the screenshot. Let me give you a whole images of the American Indian. Let me give you images of the American Indian. Let's get this first. These are the original ancestors, the American Indian. You see how they skull is framed? It's not no hook. There's no hook. There's no big brow bones. There's no little chin like the Neanderthals. So let's make that clear. I want to get that clear, okay? You can see it in every image. There's no little chin. There's no hook head. There's no big brow bones. There's no little foreheads, okay? I just want to get that clear, all right? Oh, they won't let me get that one. Okay, they're playing games. All right, well, it's all good. If you can look at the ancient images of the walls and the pyramids of Peru, I just want to show you the phenotype of us. Our phenotype is dark, okay? Let me get one more. I always like to stick on this image right here. All right, in the pyramid walls, you see the images of our, that's not African, my mans. This is in Peru, my mans. Come on, my mans. Come on, bro. Didn't I just tell you the full-blooded Indians? Come on, my mans. Come on, guy. See, man. See, you the kind of guy gonna get a dunce hat. All right? You the kind of guy that gets dunce hat. I just told you before that the Africans were created by us. Okay? We created them. And I'm gonna prove it. So before you start splurring out, you know what I'm saying? Indians and Africans first. So what you do is you see this melanation right here and you automatically assume that's African. And that's how the schools have fooled you, man. That's how the schools have indoctrinated you. Or should I say that's how they conditioned you to think one thing over another. Okay? So this is not African, okay? So listen. Africa is not well built up like the American Indians, okay? When you look at our structures versus their structures, we got more rivers, we got more vegetables, fruits, more water, we got more everything over here. Then they still over there. They're not building up over there like that. All right? It's all desert land over there. Not disrespect Africa. They're not when you look at the ancient times, they wasn't as built up as we were. I'm just saying. Okay? Our mounds are older than theirs. We're first. And I'm gonna prove it. I'm not just gonna say it. I'm going to prove it with the Iran Journal of Truth. Okay? I'm going to prove it. So just give me a chance to get to it. If you have time to wait, I got time today. I got my medicine in case I have some problems with the back. All right? I got time today to help you understand why I say what I say. But you got to sit still long enough. Get the ants out your pants. Get the air out. And understand what's being said. On this screen right here, this is the American Indian of the walls of Peru. So of the pyramids of Peru. How are you going to say African? Do you know? You see? You're indoctrinated. Here's a documentation that says full-blooded American Indians. Are you serious? The full-blooded. And they are not. And if you want to go even further than that, I just want to stop real quick because I got to get some correction. Here it is right here. Yes, early humans. Keyword early humans. And. See how that says and? See how it says and? And there. You see how it says there? See how it says there? Okay? We are all together here. And we were what? We were what? Okay. I just want to get that out the way. Okay? So we are all connected in one way or another. Because of what? The H antigen. And I'm going to get to it. But if you take time to learn, then you can learn. Make sense? So let me get back to my peoples. Let me get to my ancient peoples, because I guess you felt some kind of way about it being melanated. I understand you got some Indian in you. I understand you've been taught that the Indians looked like, the Caucasian for so many years. So you thought that the Indians weren't these people. You thought these were the African people. But the Indians openly say, the indigenous people openly say that these were the Olmecs, the original people. And who do I look like? Who do I resemble with the phenotype? I mean, that look like that. That's like me. That's me. So all we saying is, we understand that a lot of you Caucasians have American Indian in you. We ain't saying you don't. We ain't saying you don't. But what we're saying is you are and has always been the mixed ancestry. You have always been the mixed ancestry. And this article is going to prove it. So let's go. Let's go with it. Now that's out the way. Now that's out the way. I know I lost half my followers. Hey, the truth hurt. The truth hurt. Shout out to the melanated Indian who stayed in the chat. Shout out to the melanated Indians. Okay, let's keep going. Let me get my light. I can't even see. Let me get my light. Hold on. Let me get my light. Let me get my light. Hold on. Let me get my light. Because I know how it is. I know how it is. Sometimes they get offended. They don't want to hear the truth. They want us to be African forever. And it's just, hey, I'm sorry. Sorry, but it's just not true. We're not disrespecting our brothers and sisters from Africa. We're not disrespecting our brothers and sisters from Africa. What are you talking about? We're not disrespecting our brothers and sisters from Africa. What are you talking about? All right, I'll just let you know right now. Right now, here it is. We are all the early humans, all right? And there are our ancestors as well, all right? Dark skin and everything. We're not disrespecting our brothers and sisters of Africa. What are you talking about? What are you over here doing, bro? You trying to create division? We're not doing that. All we're saying is this. We are not Africans, all right? They are the Africans. We are not, okay? We are not the Africans. That's it. They know that. We know that. We are the American Indians. We are the American Indians, okay? That's it. And we both carry something called the H antigen, all right? And that makes you human. If you do not have the H antigen, then you are not human. I could pull it up right now. Hold on. I could pull it up right now from India. Do I got this from India? Oh, my bad. Light skin. Hold on. Neanderthal. Hold on. Don't get me started with that. I'm trying to find out the H antigen real quick. Hold on. Let me get the H antigen. Hold on. I got mad stuff going on. Let me get the H. Okay, here we go. See? The H antigen. Even the people of India, some of them do not even carry our antigens. They do not carry the human antigens. All right? So you may be one of them who ain't, shout out to that donor. You may be one of them who don't got the human antigens. That's probably why you here saying what you're saying right now. But I want to let you know, whether it be Indians, Africans first, the early humans, and their immediate ancestors, all right, are dark-skinned. All right? So we the same. We just American Indians over here. That's all. And I'm going to tell you why, if you give me a chance to get to it. I'm going to tell you why we are considered the full-blooded American Indians. Not indigenous, not Native American, not all these little lanes they want to try to use. We are the full-blooded American Indians. And then we're going to go into the Iran Journal of Truth. All right, for all those who don't know, the Iran Journal of Truth is going to tell you where the full-blooded American Indians started, what blood type it is. All right, so we're not dealing with antigens. All right, we're not dealing with alleles. DNA is everywhere, okay? Yeah, I'm even 41% Africa first, Nigeria first, because my grandfather's Nigerian, my father is Nigerian, but her mother is right here, and she's a cherry, her great-great-grandmother is right here, and she is her blood quantum comes from the civilized tribes. All right? Her blood quantum comes from the civilized tribes. And what you don't know is mother decides what you are. Your mother makes your blood type. Your mother gives you the DNA. Your mother could give you less or more. She could change it how she feel. Okay? She could change it how she feel. All right? Listen, my doctor took my DNA test. My doctor did it. I didn't have to take no Ancestry.com. I didn't have to take none of that crap. Okay? This is from Manuel. All right? My doctor took my DNA test. And what happened was he was treating me like I was an African because of my melanated skin. Like all you guys do. Like all you guys do. Like you doing right now. All right? And what he did, he said, okay, we giving him medicine, but he's having reactions. He's having problems. He's going worse. He's getting worse and worse. So they did a thing called, they took my DNA test. It's like a test that cost like $8,000. I had to sign for it. They said they want to study me. I had to sign for it. Listen, let me finish what I'm doing. If you're talking about the ABO, we're not talking about DNA. I want to make it clear. If you're talking about the ABO, the blood types, that's it. You can come in after the program. You guys sit still and wait, okay? I don't want no drama. We're not here for drama. We're here for learning. Make sense? And if you agree with that, we good. But right now, you can't come in, okay? I ain't even start yet. So what I'm saying is my doctor took my test. I just want to help you out because you asked me if I took a test. So my doctor took my test. It's an $8,000 test, all right? Let it turn it down for the W. So my doctor took my test. And when he took my test, he said my father was the American Indian. He said my father's bloodline came. This is what he did first. This is what he did first. He came in the room. It was like 8,000. They all walked in the room. My wife was there. She's African. And he walked in the room. He said, Mr. Orr, you're not black. I said, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. What the fuck you mean? I'm white? Oh, shit. The first thing I thought was like, oh, shit, I misraced. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was laughing. We thought it was a joke. They're like, oh, damn, this nigga white. But I wasn't white. He said, your father, he said, Mr. Orr, is your father from the islands of Jamaica? I said, yeah, but how the fuck? How did you know that? How did you know that? He said, we had to take your DNA. We had to take your DNA. You are not black. All right? They took a test called the GPR1. All right? If the test is called the GPR1. I was having problems with my kidneys. It was a kidney test. They took the GPR1. I don't know if they still do it nowadays, but I got a video on my channel, matter of fact. Go on my channel, you can see the video. All right? He took the GPR1, and I put it on the channel, but I erased it, but I still put the test that they could take. The GPR1 specifies how much ancestors you have in you. They don't say 14% this, 13% that. They don't say that. They give you a percentage of what you are, okay? And my GPR1 said that I have 41% African. They didn't say where, who. They said I was 41% African. I had a failing grade, which does not deem me to be African. Make sense? Make sense? Now, did I say I don't have no African alleles? I did not say that. All right, you can go to that channel right there, and it gives you the full breakdown. Go to that channel right there. Shout out to the moderator. Go to that channel right there. Look into my live videos, and everything is there. Okay? So what happened was I found out that I was American Indian. Okay? My mother been telling me this shit, but I ain't believe it because, you know, my skin, I thought it was dark and all this. So I did research. You know what I'm saying? And when I came up with the research, when I started doing the research about the American Indian, guess what I found out? Guess what I found out? From the islands from the pyramids in Peru, I found out these are the American Indians. I found out these are the real American Indians. That's right in Peru right now. These are the full-blooded Indians. All right, that's what they look like. That's what they always look like. Even when Columbus talked to you, even when Columbus wrote in his archives, he said they were copper tone. So if any of you coming in here with the skin, let me get this right. So if any of you walking in here claiming to be American Indian, you know Neanderthals had what? Evidence suggests some Neanderthals had what? And they also were yellow, okay? This is from this, matter of fact, here's the article. Here's the article, and I'm going to be done with that because I got more to do, all right? Here is from DNA Reveals Neanderthal Redheaded. In this article from, I think this is Princeton, I'm not sure what college this is from. This is EDU. In this article, the archaeologists determined the pigmentation of the Neanderthals, okay? Okay? They determined the pigmentation of the Neanderthals, and they are light, okay? So don't come in here trying to exalt yourself because you think that you are what you think you are because you was told that by the conquerors, okay? Because you was told that by the conquerors. Because I'm going to be the first one to tell you that you are not and have not always been and will never be the full-blooded American Indian. You will be of the mixed ancestry, and I'm going to break it down to you right now. So please don't interrupt anymore. So let's keep on going. All right, so here it is. It says, eleutherocytes, right here. All right, y'all follow along. Eleutherocytes, that's the white blood cells. That's the that's how they determine the HLA. All right, the HLA determines who your father is, okay? Your Y chromosome. The HLA determines that, all right? Let me just get down to this article right here first, okay? So we can determine who the full-blooded American Indian is. Let's get that done, and then we're gonna we're not dealing with anything but the ABO. That's it, not DNA, not all this other stuff, just DNA, and it's the ABO. You guys always want to come in with all this, what the haplogroups and what's the DNA? We're not dealing with all that. That's everywhere. That is everywhere, okay? We don't care about that because everyone has a blood type. It don't matter what you think you are. Your blood type makes you who you are. That's a fact. And we're going to prove it today. Okay? So take all that haplogroups and take all that, your DNA, you look at it, take all that out the water. That's another way to try to confuse the people. Your blood type will always remain the same for the rest of your life. Okay? Your mother's blood type will always remain the same for the rest of her life. Unless she gets a bone marrow and they turn it into one of us. Okay? Because they use our blood to do it. All right? And I got the evidence on that in the last live. Okay? And all my lives are on that channel that the moderator put up there. So please, can we go ahead? We can chat. We can chat. But like I said, all I want to do is keep it about the blood types. That's it. Don't talk about, oh, you look like an African. Oh, that's the African. You don't know that. Are you an archaeologist? Are you a hematologist? Are you a serologist? And you have to prove that on your page. You have to prove it with your credentials. All right? You have to prove it with your articles on the National Institute of Health or edu.org somewhere with Princeton or some college somewhere. And if you ain't got those, then don't try to come here acting like that's what you are, because you are not. But I am the RH negative O. That I can prove. Okay? So I don't talk about it. I am it. Okay? And I did a study on my own blood type and the ABO in itself because I got people in my family who have different blood types. So I said, let me find out what it means to me and what it means to them. Okay? Makes sense? So I am experienced and I am well qualified to talk about the O negative because I am the O negative. All right? I'm experienced and qualified to talk about the O because I am the O. Okay? So that's what makes me qualified. That's what makes me experienced. Okay? I've been doing this for 14 years on that last channel that the moderator put up. Moderator, can you put that channel up one more time? So y'all make sure I go follow me on that channel and get all those lives. Okay? I'm going to break it on down for my sister because, you know what I'm saying, you got all these types right here. You got all these types right here. Right? Coming in, creating confusion. Okay? Don't do that. Won't you learn something? Because this article is written by your people. That's it. It's written by, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Your people said it. So why you getting on me? Why you coming at me and what your people said? I didn't write this. Let's see who wrote this. I didn't write this. Let's see who wrote it. Let's see who it was. We got Carl Landsteiner. Oh, what? Carl Landsteiner. Well, that's your people's. That's your people's. Carl Landsteiner. This is your people's. PubMed article. PMC, this your peoples. You need to call them and say, hey, why y'all telling them that they're melanated Indians? You need to call them and tell them. Get mad at them, not us. Get mad at them. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? So Carl Landsteiner and Alexander X. Wiener. That ain't no black name. Chat, you see chat? Chat, you see what I'm saying, chat? This is written from their people, yo. Their people did it, chat. I didn't do it, chat. Then people told me, you think they don't know who it is? You think they don't know who we are? They been knew. You just don't know. They kept it from you too. You have been conditioned, my mans. All right? And don't come over here trying to get some smoke about some haplogroup or what your DNA. We're not talking about that. We talking about the bloodline, okay? We talking about the blood type in itself. That's it. That's it. I don't want to hear no haplogroups. Because every haplogroup has a blood type. Every haplogroup has a bloodline. Every haplogroup, all right, has what's known as a blood type, whether it be positive or negative, no matter what the haplogroup is. And each haplogroup has the ABO. Huh? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? All right? So we don't know if that, listen, we don't know. I can get down to all that in a minute. Right now, I got articles on all that, but we're not here to talk about that today. We can get to that in a minute. And if you're willing to take the truth, then I'll give it to you. And then you want me to prove it, then I'll got to do another live to prove it to you. But either way, if you're willing to take the truth, 2, 3, I got it for you. Okay? I'm your main master. Letter M's, turn them down for W's. I am the O negative, a full-blooded Indian. Blooded, that is. Blooded. Blooded. I want to make it clear. I'm not the full DNA Indian. I'm the full-blooded Indian, okay? Because what happens is you have a thing called an exon, and you have a thing called the HLA. So that determines who you are, no matter what you mix with. The HLA makes you who you are. You can look that up. That's a Google thing. You can capital H, capital L, capital A. That's the nucleocytes make you who you are. Okay. So if your father is American Indian, you could be white, but your father could be American Indian, melanated like me. But you end up coming out white because you became the historical blood group. That don't make you not American Indian. It just makes you of mixed ancestry. That's all. It doesn't make you a mixed ancestry. It don't make you not American Indian, though. You see, it said the full-blooded Indians, right? And the Indians, see, you still what? See, it's right there. You still are what? What are you? Oh, we're American Indians. And if you're mixed, what are you? If you're mixed, that makes you not it. So if you mix with a little African, you not this? See, you guys, DNA does not make you who, or it does make you who you are when it comes to your characteristics, different diseases and different abilities and all this kind of stuff, and your pigmentations and, how your eyes look and all that. DNA does that. Your bloodline does this. Makes you who you are. Period. Point blank. That's it. And you can have a mixed ancestry of the bloodline. And then we have to go into your mother, your father, the blood quantums and all that. We have to go into your Y chromosomes and all that because the father's Y chromosome remains the same. The mother's mtDNA is always there from the beginning. So we'll have to go into that. Make sense? All right, but we're not going into all that right now. We're just going into what the article is saying about the full-blooded Indians, if I can ever get to it. All right, so let's get to it, all right? Can I get to it? That's all I'm asking. That's all. That's all I'm asking. I'm gonna get to it. All right. We got all the information here. Let me get to it. All right. So I'm not even gonna look at the chat no more. See, because now she got me not looking at the chat no more. Okay. So see, she messed it up for everybody. Okay. So here we go. Now it says eleutherocytes from 120 full-blooded American Indians, right? And the 155 Indians of mixed ancestry. They said they're looking at the HLA of them both. Okay? The leukocytes, the white blood cell of them both, which makes them both what? Makes them both what? Okay? They didn't say native. Did they say native? Did you see native here? Does anybody see native? Come on, somebody put if you see native in there, if you can see native in this right here, go ahead and put a thumb up if you see native. If you can see native, let me see. Because we're not talking about the natives. All right? We're talking about the American Indians, okay? The American Indians, the full-blooded and the mixed ancestry of the American Indians, according to Carl Landsteiner and Alexander S. Wiener, the fathers of the blood types, okay? The fathers of the blood types, all right? So let's get that done, okay? So at the end of the day, please relax, and let me just finish what I'm saying, okay? So let's get it. So it says, all right, it says the full-blooded Indians of the American Indian and the mixed ancestry were tested for the Rh agitation. Now, they have a test right here. See, this is the test right here. Here's the test. All right, here's the test. See, this is the test you take. I got to cover up the names, okay? Cover the name. Here's the test you take. And these are what's called agitations, okay? This is no agitation. This is no agitation. These are agitations. Make sense? So what they did was they took these tests, the blood test, okay, here we go. They took the blood test. They did not take the DNA test. They took the blood test, okay? Dang. Jeez. They already knew there was blood. They knew there was Indians because of the HLA, because of the white blood cell. They said, all these cats is Indians, but they don't look the same. Let's take the blood test, okay, right? So they got down to the bottom of who was pure and who wasn't pure. And we're going to get down to that. Let me explain, okay? So now it says, they took the blood test of the Rh agitation, and it said only a single blood amongst the full-blooded Indians appeared to lack the Rh factor, okay? It said only a single blood amongst the mixed ancestry Indians appeared to lack the Rh agitation. What blood type is that, y'all? What blood type you know, if you smart, lacks the Rh factor? Come on now, talk to me now. You talk about Native Americans and all this. You talk about all that. You talking about, the American and Natives, they all the same. What blood type lacks the Rh factor? I want you to help me out. Don't disappear now. You were talking all that crap. Now you got a chance to go ahead and talk. What blood type lacks the Rh factor? Anybody in the chat? Let's give her a chance to answer. Because she was coming in trying to do all that. Now you got a chance to answer. What blood type lacks the RH factor from the full-blooded Indians, man? There you go. There you go. Where's she at now? Where you at? Where you at now? Because you probably don't got that blood type. All right? And that makes you what? That makes you what? And you also look like this right here. Let me go to the screenshot. And you also got this right here. So that makes you what? That makes you what? Would that make you again? Would that make you again? I ain't say it. I ain't say it. I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? All I'm coming to say is we are of the H antigen. If you have the A, the B, and the O, you are of the human race, goddammit. It don't matter what you look like. You are of the human race. Everybody can come up after I finish. I just got to get it done and get the information out. And then if you want to come up, if you can hang around long enough, and as long as you keeping it clean, and we talking about blood types. We not talking about no DNA. We not talking about no nothing. We don't want to know about the haplogroup RB1 and all this. We talking about the blood types, the ABO. That's it. That's it. And if you got something to add with the ABO, cool. Then we can talk. But let me finish though, okay? Let me finish, right? So your blood type determines who you are. That's it. It don't matter what you look like. It doesn't. Your blood type makes you who you are. Some of y'all look like us. And some of y'all look like them. Hey, mixing. That's why they call it the mix. Some of us got African. Some of us don't. That's why they call it the mix. But it doesn't mean you're not the American Indian. We talking about the nucleocytes. We talking about the HLA. The HLA makes you who you are. I know you don't like it. And I didn't know. Shoot, my doctor told me, I was like, what the fuck? An Indian? What the fuck? you got imagine how I felt. I've been African all my life. And when he came and told me that I'm an Indian, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, shit. No, I don't say that the DNA test doesn't give you a blood test. I'm not saying that. But a lot of people want to just go on what the DNA test says when it comes to your percentages of African, all this other stuff. But they're not realizing that DNA is everywhere. DNA is everywhere. We want to deal with the blood type. That's right. We want to deal with the ABO and the AB, negative or positive. Thank you, henchman. All right? It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. No DNA test, unless you get it from your doctor. That's not true. Unless you get it from your doctor, it is not accurate. They only use 1% of your DNA, and there's no way they can tell you who you are from 1% of your DNA. The doctor has the test, and they ain't giving it to you unless you on the deathbed. Okay? They ain't going to know who you are from 1% of your DNA. The doctor has the test, and they ain't giving it to you unless you on the deathbed. Okay? They ain't going to give it. All right? All right? And keep on the thing, but you know what to do. So no. Give it. All right? All right? And keep on the thing, but you know what to do. So no. Gentlemen, get this information out, boy. You're going to have some interruptions, right? You're going to have some interruptions. But what I'm saying is, when you go to your doctor, when you get it from your doctor, he's going to give you one place. He's not going to tell you to all these different places. Now, when he takes your GPR1, they can determine how much of that one place you have, but they won't give you all these other places. They're going to give you the percentages of what you are. So if you are of a Caucasian, it's going to say you 70% Caucasian, 13% African. That's it. That's it. It ain't going to say 16% this, 5% that, 1% over here. They ain't going to say that. It's going to say 16% Asian, 2% American Indian. It's going to say that. Make sense? Your doctor's going to do that. Your doctor knows who you are. So we're not dealing with the DNA tests and all the ancestry, all that. Because the ancestry did tell my children that I was the American Indian. It did tell them that they had a great-great-grandfather that was the American Indian in Canada. It did say that they had American Indians so all these other places. Look, I can't get to it right now. It did tell them, and they called me up on the phone because even my own children was like, Dad, oh, you ain't no Indian. We Africans. They didn't believe me. I didn't believe my own mama. I didn't believe her. And then when they took the ancestry test, because my children were trying to debunk me, you know how they is. You know how children are. We ain't looking at them Indians. So they took the ancestry test trying to debunk me, and guess what my son had to do when he called me on the phone? He said, Dad, how does it feel to be an American Indian? I said, well, how do you feel? Don't ask me how I feel. How do you feel? Do you feel stupid now? You know what I'm saying? And then my other son took it, and cause he ain't believe. And then he found out his mother had so much European in her, he thought it was me. But it wasn't me. And then my other son, because they popped up together, because when you take the answer to your test, they find out whose family is, right? So my other son popped up with my other son, right? And he was like, damn, boy, you the colonizer. You know, they were making jokes because it was showing the levels of DNA. But neither one of them couldn't say they wasn't American Indian from me, man. Neither one of them couldn't say they didn't get that from me, man. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, the answer to your test will give you a good idea. You know what I'm saying? But it's better from your doctor. It's better from your doctor because the doctor going to give you the broke down. That makes sense? That makes sense? The doctor going to give you the broke down. All right, I'm sorry that you have to go, but this is a class, okay? So let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Now I got the broke down. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all got the broke down. I'm sorry you got to go. Farewell. So maybe next time I'll see you and you got something to add to that. Then we definitely can get on top of that whenever you're ready. Okay? So now let's get on top. Let's keep going. Because when the truth come out, it's nothing to really be said after that. When the truth come out, it's nothing really to be said after that. Okay? So let's keep on going. All right? So it says, the full-blooded Indians. Let's get back to the full-blooded Indians, right? So they took the test of the orange agitation of the full-blooded Indian, and they said the full-blooded Indian was without. The full-blooded Indian, what was out? And the chat put in the chat the blood type that is without, based on Carl Langstander and Alexander S. Weiner, and that is the O blood. The O negative, preferably. All right? So that is the full-blooded Indian bloodline. That's it. That's where we're going with it. Hey, they said it. I ain't say it. And when they found out O negative, let me tell you something. I thought, who told you that? Who? They was aggressive. When I told him, I said, yo, Doc, you sure that's good for me? Because, you know what I'm saying, my blood type might be different. He said, what's your blood type? I said, my blood type O negative. Oh, who told you that? Where'd you get that from? I said, my doctor told me that. I'm like, what the hell? I'm in the corner, like, what's up? With the letter M, like, what the fuck? You feel me? And he was like, oh, hold on. He went out the room, came back in and said, yeah, we can't give you that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's important to know who you are. All right? Because you might be taking medicine that you may need, but the wrong medicine that you don't need. Right? Right? Medicine you need, but maybe the wrong kind that you don't need. So if you want, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Because we about to get down to the bottom. The meat, about to get down to the meat and the potatoes, okay? I got to use my little light. You see, I got my little moccasins on, right? Well, once you get older, your little eye be acting up, right? So it go like this. So it says the distribution, right? The distribution of this and other blood properties was found to be intermediate, all right, between that for whites and pure Indians according to exceptions. So they knew that, you know, the full-blooded can get their DNA changed and the whites can get their DNA changed. They knew that because of mixing. It's intermediate. It pops up how it wants. Sometimes the white will get the O negative. Sometimes the melanated Indian will get the O, well, most of the time because they are the melanated Indians. But sometimes the white will get it. All right? So that's why you have white people today with the bloodline of the American Indians, with the H antigen. We know that for a fact. Give me 1 second, chat. Hey, what they say? What the doctor said? You talking about? Did you get American? Nigga be acting dumb. Excuse me, chat. Excuse me, chat. Sometimes we got some people with degrees, but they be acting like they don't got no degrees, I swear, but so let's keep on going. So we do know that sometimes it's intermediate, okay? So when I'm an American Indian, right? So if I mix with a Caucasian woman of like mixed ancestry, right? That means that child can come out looking like her. Blue eyes, all that. And guess what that child can have? The O negative. It's intermediate. Or maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Of course they knew that. Thank you. All right? That's why they did it. Okay? And even today, they doing it. Okay? Not disrespecting. They know where their ancestors come from. They know that the pure bloods. They know who we are. So it's intermediate. Sometimes I can make a child of a different ethnicity the American Indian. No matter what they from. No matter where they from. I can make them it's intermediate. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll get it. Sometimes they won't get it. Listen, this is coming from credible source. I will cite this, okay? I'm gonna cite this. For those who think it's not credible, this is coming from the Journal of Experience and Medicine. All right, let me cite that real quick. This is from the Journal of Experience and Medicine. How you gonna say that's not credible? This is what do you call it? What you call this? This is what you call this when you have a document that's affirmed. What do you call that? Hey, what do you call a document that's good? This is a credible document. Okay, this is from the JEM, the Journal of Experimental Medicine. Okay, and it's the distribution of the Rh factor in Armenians, and they quote Carl S. Leinsteiner, the father of the ABO, and they also quote Alexander S. Weiner, the father of the blood types, and they also quote G. Alberton Matstow. Put that in your face right there, bro. All right, so come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm just saying, you got it right there, man. Come on, man. It's the article. I know you don't like it. I ain't make it. It's PubMed, man. Come on. You gonna try to tell me PubMed from the National Institute of Health is not credible? Damn, we might as well throw everything out the water then. Damn. We might as well throw everything out. Okay, we got haters then. That's it. So y'all know the truth. I just don't like it. Okay, I just want to be drama. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, y'all gonna be they mad. They mad. All right. That's what they trying to do. They mad because it's getting wiped off their ass. And they mad. They bought her. So I can see that I got the credible site. It's copyrighted everything. Licensed information. All that disclaimer. PMC right there article. It's not mine. I didn't say it. I'm reading it. All right. You have the credible site. It's documented. It is a credible. It is an evidential paper. This is an evidential paper. Okay. It's from an evidential source. I don't know what you want me to say. All right? So at that moment, you don't like it. It's a word for it, though. Come on. It's mandated. Oh, sorry. That's the word. Mandated. Can you give me a definition of mandated? This is a mandated paper. Okay? All those who've been to college. This is a mandated article. It's mandated. Okay? It is credible. It is evidential. It is mandated by the PMC article, by the library, the Journal of Experimental Medicine. This is a mandated article. This is not a false article. It is copywritten. It is cited by other articles on the PMC. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? You see? You coming in here starting Discord. I just said that we know that some of you guys are intermediate. We know that you guys are the mixed ancestry. Why y'all can't give it to us, man? Huh? You see? You see? We already acknowledge you people. Why I can't? Why I can't? Why I can't? Thank you. Thank you. Credible. That's what mandate means. Thank you for all my college students out here. All right? So if you know what mandate means, all right? I could have looked it up. I just can't. I wanted to give it. I got to give it to them. I have to actually give you the actual definition because they're going to come up with something else. So mandated means evidential. It means credible. It is mandated. This is a mandated article. If you don't like it, then turn to another channel where somebody else can tell you something that's false. I'm not going to tell you nothing that's false. I'm not going to sit here and say because you have Neanderthal phenotype that makes you not Indian. I'm not going to sit here and say because you got Asiatic phenotype that makes you not American Indian. I'm not going to say that. But what I want to say is you are of the mixed ancestry. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Because in most times, dealing with the blood, not dealing with the DNA, your blood type will be an A or a B in many cases. And intermediately, it will be an O. And then that will make you a histose blood group. And we're going to go into that too. But I never can get a chance to do it because I got so many people in here who don't have degrees, don't have the knowledge, don't have the experience, not qualified, and have been lied to. And now the truth is coming out, and they are conditioned into believing the lie, even when they see the mandated article in their face. Even when they see the father of the blood types, Carl S. Weiner and Alexander, Carl Lansdowne and Alexander S. Weiner, the father of the blood types. Even when they got him right there, they still gonna sit in and say, that ain't true. Wow. You are showing how ignorant you are. Ignorant meaning you don't know enough. Okay, so let's keep on going. So let me just do this again. Can I finish chat? Can I get a thumb in the chat so I can finish the whole article? Can I get a thumb in the chat? I'm just breaking it down. All right. Can I get thumbs in the chat if y'all want me to finish the whole article? That's all I'm saying. Because I got to keep the questions down so I can finish the whole article. That's all I'm saying. If you like to support me, go ahead and follow the channel. You know what I'm saying? Help me reach my goals. And if you want, spend a penny and join the fan club of the ABO. Thank you. Thank you, Queen. I'm saying? Queen May Marie, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? American Indians first. All right, so let's keep on going. Let me start from the beginning. Eleutherocytes, HLA, white blood cells from 120 full-blooded Indians and 155 Indians of mixed ancestry were tested for Rh agitation. They're talking about the HLA. These people all belong to the HLA of the American Indian, okay? No matter what they look like, they all belong to the American Indian, right? So it says only a single blood, which means they had different blood types, okay? But only a single blood among the full-blooded Indians. See how they said that? They made it clear. They said only a single blood among the full-blooded, not the mixed ancestry. Not the mixed ancestry. I didn't say it. You don't get mad at me for. Among the full-blooded Indians, okay? Only a single blood amongst the full-blooded Indians appeared to lack the Rh factor. And what's the Rh factor? The monkey genes. What's the Rh factor? The Rh antigens. That's all. That's all it is. The monkey gene, the Rh antigens, and all that. The pathogens. It did not have none of that. It was 0. And what blood type is a 0? Can you put it in the chat? What blood type did the Germans say is the ONA, O-N-H-E? What blood type has 0 antigens, 0 A and B, 0, all that? What blood type has no monkey gene? None of that. What blood type is it? Anybody know? What blood type has none of that? Come talk to me. Let's go. We dealing with blood types. We're not dealing with nothing else. Y'all want to keep talking about, oh, this and that. Oh, you have it. Blood. No, the A don't have it. The A don't have it. The A blood is an antigen. That's called the A antigen. What blood type does not have the Rh factor? The O. The O. Now what? The O, but some O's can have the positive. So which O does not have the Rh factor? Which O does not have the Rh factor? Talk to me. The O negatives. And that makes you part of the full-blooded Indians, no matter what you look like. Because it's intermediate. If you've been in college, you know what intermediate is, okay? Happens and it don't happen. All right? Happens with the whites, happens with the black. If you're mixing around, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Make sense? It's going to happen. Shout out to Jeffrey Coleman for the O negative. All right? And I am the O negative, the full-blooded Indian. My doctor told me. I didn't even fucking know. All right? The full-blooded. Not the full DNA. All right? Not the full DNA. Because y'all be wilding, okay? Not the full DNA, the full-blooded. Y'all keep mixing the two together. And they're both different, but they both are correlated, okay? The full-blooded, not the full DNA, the full-blooded Indian. That's what they said. Blood, please stick to the blood. We don't want to talk about the DNA. We just want to talk about the blood. If we could keep it on the blood, we're going to be all right. The full-blooded Indians, okay? So who has the full blood? They just told you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Because I'm going to get into that too. I'm getting to that. I ain't got a chance to get to it yet. But I'll show you. I'll show you who the full-blooded Indians were, okay? I'll show you right here. Bang! Pull it up. Oh, man. Oh, what the? Yo, chat. You see what they did? They made that too big, chat. They showed me instead. That's me too, but you know what I'm saying? That's me too. I'm full-blooded, but let me get it to you. Hold on. I'm trying to get that. They doing that image. They doing that image crazy. I don't know how that image just came out distorted like that. Boom. Let's do it again. Boom. Full-blooded Indians. Full-blood, not DNA. DNA is everywhere. Not DNA. We have millions of years of mixing. No one's pure with DNA today. No one. Because everyone has their own set of DNAs. That's what makes us individuals. Everyone has their own set. That's what makes you an individual. Because if we all had the same DNA, one person would be the father of everyone. Every time you took a DNA test for a kid, it'd be like, you are the father. There's no way they can have 10 fathers, okay? So not everybody shares the same DNA. So shout out for the gifts. All right, not everybody has the same DNA, but we share the same blood. Make sense? The blood is what makes you the full-blooded Indian. The blood. You got it? All right. The Olmecs were the full-blooded Indians, okay? All right, what they call the T2C, right? And these are the full-blooded Indians, okay? Before Columbus got here, okay? Those who was here before Columbus got here were the full-blooded Indians. Make sense? Make sense? Because even their DNA was different, okay? From eating different foods and living in different areas. Some was hairy. Some was not, okay? So even they had epigenetics. Epigenetics changes your DNA. Mixing changes your DNA. A lot of things sickness can change your DNA, all right? Okay, the blood, okay? So I'm not sitting here saying that just because the beginning looked like this, and just because we started out like this, right? Just because we started out dark-skinned, okay? All of us, right? Of the human, the H antigen. Just because that's how we started, it does not mean that we do not have intermediate between that for whites. You see? You see? Has been found to be intermediate between that for whites. Will you cut the shit, man? Dang. See, this is why we don't like y'all. Because y'all quick to say, oh, it's us. Or we the Indians. But soon we say it, now it's a problem. Soon we say it, now it's a problem. It's okay for you to say it. Even though you the mixed ancestry. It's okay for you to say it. But if we say it, oh, we're Africa first. We got some Africa. The African is the H antigen. Africa is the H antigen, but we're not African. Okay? Because they Africans. We're not. Because we are what we are? Without. We are without the RH factor. Let me see where it's at. Let me see. Do I have it on there? Found without. Let me find it on this article right here. The full-blood Indians, it is only one blood type was appeared to lack the RH factor. You can't see it right here, but only one blood type, only one single blood amongst the full-blooded Indians appeared to lack the RH factor. Well, I don't know if you can see it, but you know they got it blocked off, chat. And in the Indian not to be full-blooded. All right? And not to be, and wait, let me see. It says, and in the Indians known not to be full-blooded. It says, so, it said, among only a single blood among the full-blooded Indians appeared to lack the RH factor. And in the Indians known not to be full-blooded, the distribution of this and other blood properties was found to be intermediate between that for whites and pure Indians according to expectations. What they were saying was even some of our full-blooded Indians were being mixed, bro. Even some of our brothers and sisters was being mixed. Because once we mixed with the whites, we got that A and B blood group. And then we started putting that A and B blood group because the kids grew up and they were still Indians, right? But they still had the A, right? So they started making more A's inside of our people. And started making more B's. That's how we got A and B. It's intermediate. All right? But they were not found to be without the A or B or the RHD. They were passing it on. Once they mixed with the Neanderthal race, they started passing it on between our people, yo. Make sense? So that's how you got it today. Dang. Don't make you not the Indian. All we're saying is the full-blooded Indians. All right? It's only 3 original blood types. The A, the B, and the O. Everything else is coming from them. And that's it. That's all. And the original 2 was the A and the O. That was the original 2. The A and the O. And then the B came along later. Makes sense? Because of mutating epigenetics, the denisovans, and all that. Antigens started changing, so they named it the B. They only named it the A because of what's on the blood types, what's on the blood cell, different kind of spike proteins and all kinds of stuff. So they said that's going to be A. And then when they seen the B, they said, okay, this got different kind of stuff on there, so that's going to be the B. But when they seen the O, it had nothing. So they said that's going to be the O. But then when they seen some little bit around it, that's the O positive. That's the O positive because it got some monkey gene, whatever. Right? Make sense? Make sense? Are we following me? Are you following me? Okay? First of all, if you are O and you are of melanation, that does not make you a mutant. That just makes that you have something known as the RHD. And that is not we're gonna cover that. I'm trying to get to it. But they keep getting at me. It came from here. It came from here. Hold on. It came from here, chat. It came from here, chat. We're going to get to it, chat. All right? They got us, chat. They got it. They got a lot of us. They stuck some stuff in us, chat. They stuck some stuff in us. But I can't even get past the first page because I keep getting assaulted by some of these people who are in need of correction. Okay? So let me keep finishing. I'm trying to get to it. All right? Let's go. So it's intermediate between the pure bloods and the mixed race. And a variant of the RHD demonstratable by special serum was more than twice as frequent in the full-blooded Indians as in the white individuals. And what does that mean? This means that they had to give the full-blooded Indians, the O-negative Indians, they had to give them the RhoGAM shot. Anybody in here familiar with the RhoGAM shot? Is anybody in here familiar with the ROGAM shot? Because I covered a video about that too. Got to go to that channel. All right. Is anybody in here familiar with the ROGAM shot? Okay, can you expound on the ROGAM shot? Or do you want me to expound on the ROGAM shot? Okay, we got a lot of people. Excuse me. The ROGAM shot. Let me expound on it. If you know in the chat, put it in the chat. The ROGAM shot is a shot made by the O negative plasma. They take the pure blood plasma and they synthesize it and they stick it in a pure blood woman. So when she's pregnant by an A or a B or an AB blood type, they give her the O negative plasma to trick her body into thinking that that's an O negative male. So it actually allows that child to be born. Because if they did not trick her body into creating that, allowing that baby to, they did not trick her body and they let her have that baby normally, our resuscitation would kick in. Our resuscitation would kick in and her body would physically destroy that baby. Make sense? All right? That her body would physically destroy that baby because her body is pure, and anything that's not pure in her body will send out a warning signal to her erythrocytes, and it will send out the T cells to actually burst the baby's blood cells. The baby will come out like a blue baby. They call it a blue birth. All right, it will destroy all the blood in the baby. It will actually destroy the baby, which made us a different species. Okay, that's what the A, B, and the O are different species of humans. All right, you got the Denisovans, the Neanderthals, and the H antigen, which is the human, which started out dark. Okay, so I just want to make that clear. So what they do, they take the pure human being on the planet, the O negative full-blooded Indians, right, and they take this plasma, right. They synthesize it however they're gonna do it, right, and they take out all our killer cells and all that, and they put it in the mother. Right, they give her a shot in the beginning of her birth, the first trimester, the middle of her birth, and at the end, because the baby might bleed or it might be a cut or a tear, and then now she will get a hemolysis because some of that blood is in her blood and it's moving around. So her body will create, these things to kill that blood is in her body and actually will cause her to get blood clots, and then she herself may not make it. Make sense? Make sense? All right, makes sense. Who is this? Let me see who this is. Hold on, I think I know who this is. Hold on, let me see. Can I look in there? I can't look in there. But anyway, right? You get what I'm saying? Did that make sense, chat? So that is what what do you mean it can't produce the antigen D? But that's what happens if the full-blooded Indian mothers, the full-blooded, it says right here, the full-blooded. I'll read it again for all you guys who don't know about the full-blooded Indians. Okay. The full-blooded Indian mothers had to take the serum more frequently than the full-blooded Indian white mothers. Makes sense? Because the Indian white mothers, they come from the RH antigens. They have their own set, their own kind, and they come from their own kind of the Bombay. So this way, they have different types of antigens, even the H. So the full-blooded white American Indians can have the A, B, O positives because they come from that. They just was mixed into us and became intermediately O negative, creating the histose blood group. All right, creating the histose blood group, and we're gonna cover the histose blood group. So now we know the blood type of the full-blooded Indian. If everybody know what that is, throw the thumb up so we can move forward. Put the thumb up so we can move forward. Caucasian, if you're Caucasian, if you're African, if you're Negro. Do you know what it is? I don't want to know before we can move forward. All right? I just want to know. Mixed race, all that. Do you know what the full-blooded is? That's all what's the blood type of the full-blooded Indian? I just want to know. Okay, we got Thomas. Thomas Lewis knows what time it is. He was paying attention. Anybody else? Okay, O negative. Thank you. You was paying attention. Anybody else in the class before we move forward? Who all paying attention? Who all paying attention? All right. Cool. So we got that down. So now I just want to establish. I wanted to establish the O. So when we go further and start talking about the O, you're going to know how the Africans became the O too. You got it? You're going to know how the Africans got the O. All right? That's why I said we are not the Africans, but they are our ancestors. We are their ancestors. Because some of our ancestors went over there, some of their ancestors over here. We the ancestors, okay? So it's both ways. All right? Theirs and ours, all right? It was us, early humans, and then the ancestors. We are the ancestors, bro. It makes sense? It makes sense? Those are the O's. If they got over there, their ancestors. We got over here, their ancestors. And what happened was the colonizers switched us up. That's all happened. They switched us up. And now we hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't even know why. They taught us to do it. All right? So let's keep on going. The next one, the next article. The role. Do I got this? Let me see if I got this on there. Let me see if I have this. The role of the Histose blood group. Let me see if I got this, chat. I hope I got it, chat. Hold on. I don't think I got this one, chat. Did I even take this picture? I think this is it. Nope, this ain't it. Hold on. Man, I don't got this one. I thought I had this one in there. Maybe I do. Let me see this is. All right, got it. Okay, look, it's all. You see where it's at, right, chat? It's kind of mixed up. I'm gonna try to give it out right here. Let me see if I get a screenshot. Okay, I'm trying to get out a screenshot. I'm trying to do my best for y'all. Okay, I'm doing my best. Here's the article. Go ahead, get that screenshot. Noah was the only one with the pure blood according to the Bible. Oh, they were mixed up. Oh, for sure. They definitely were mixed up. That's why he said they only could find one. That was him. Okay? They only could find one. It was him. But then, intermediate. Like I said, intermediate. Down the bloodlines, it still was there. And it would pop up every once in a while. Here I am. Okay? So let's keep on going. The role of the Histose blood group. Let me give you the article so they can know that it's mandated. So you can know that it's evidential. So you can know that it is credible. Okay? Excavated and said. A lot of people coming in saying that ain't true, prove it, all that. This is a mandated document. Okay? It is evidential for all those who didn't go to college. All right? It is mandated. Mandated means it is credible. Credible means it's evidential. Evidential means it's the truth. Based on their studies until they can find new studies and then make another mandated paper. Y'all got that? Do we got that? Can I see some hearts in the chat if y'all got that? Let me see some hearts in the chat if y'all got that. Let me see some hearts. Tap that screen if y'all got that. Tap that screen if y'all got what mandated means, okay? This is a mandated article. It is evidential. Tap that screen because we don't want to hear anybody saying, prove it. Oh, it's true. Oh, that ain't the truth. Oh, you're lying. You're arrogant. Okay, we got some hearts. Okay, we got some hearts. All right. So let's keep on going. So it says, I'm going to give you the article so you can know exactly where it's from. I'm going to cite this article, okay? See, cite it, okay? And see? So it has been cited, okay? So it is mandated. It is credible, okay? So www. So you can have it for yourself. This is what your man SVA do. I want y'all to follow my fan club if you can. If you got 1 cent, go ahead, drop that in there. Or try to support the live. If you can't, follow me directly. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do that, if you want to know more about my lives, if you want to get this live later down the road and look over it again, then you can actually go into into my profile picture. I have my website there where you can go and look at all my lives, and it will show you about the first Out of Africa theory we revisited. It will show you everything why they said what they said, and I got everything mandated, okay? Everything that I'm saying there is mandated and cited, okay? So therefore it is credible. You can have a feeling about it if you want, but it is what it is, okay? All right? Yeah, okay. I see you, my brother. We're going to get to the questions. Let me just finish what I'm saying. Shout out to, make sure y'all join the fan club because we're going to get in it. Make sure y'all follow the channel. All right, here it is. The role of the Histose blood group. Now, the Histose blood group, when it says in group in cancer, okay, we talking about the A and B blood group. We're talking about the A and B. Yes, you can be dark skinned and you still can be allergic to the sun. It's a fact. You can still be allergic to the sun with an A or B blood group. It don't matter how dark you are. That belongs to the Neanderthals, okay? Whether it be the Denisovans or whether it be the Caucasian Neanderthals from the Caucasus Mountains. Did that make sense? O positive stands for the original ancestors. You just got a pathogen called the RHD. The RHD is called the rhesus monkey factor. The rhesus monkey factor was first found in India, and what you have today is what's known as the RHD. It is a clone pathogen that should not be in the blood, okay? But it is there. And we have an article here that's going to cover that and explain how you got it, but I got to get to it, okay? It's right here. So if you got time, you'll get it, all right? If you don't got time, go to that channel later and make sure you follow that channel on my profile, and the live will be over there, and you can go ahead and get it from over there. Make sense? All right? And then you can go ahead and learn everything you need to learn from that live, okay, on that other channel. Make sure you follow that channel and subscribe so you can get all my lives. If you miss it over here, might have to go to work, gotta go with the kids, sun came up, house on fire, I don't know, right? Okay, let's keep on going. So now the role of the Histose blood group. You don't always have to be Caucasianly pigmented to get cancer nowadays, okay? Because there's so much mixing, all right? Because there's so much mixing, you can now get cancer if you are the A and B faster than everybody else. Make sense? Not saying everybody else can't get it because DNA is everywhere. But yeah, follow that channel right there and make sure you subscribe to that channel and get all my lives, okay? So you can get cancer because of the mixing with the Neanderthal. That's a fact. All right, and you can be dark-skinned. And once you have the A and B blood group, you're more susceptible at catching cancer than anybody else on the planet when you're melanated. Not anybody else on the planet besides the Caucasians and stuff like that, and Asians and stuff. But when you're melanated, when you are A and B blood group, you have a higher chance. I just said O's catch it too because we are dominating the planet. And which O's? You see, which O's? Which O's? See, that's the thing. When you're saying O's, you're talking about the whole population. Which O's? I just was trying, brother, you gotta listen to what I'm saying, okay? I did not say O's cannot catch it. It's called the histose blood group. Intermediate, we just covered that. I don't know if you was here, but intermediate, we have some white O's out there, and they getting cancer, okay? So we know the O's get cancer. I just said that. That's why they call it the histose blood group. I'm trying to finish, okay? All right. Okay, so the O's can get cancer. It's more O's than anybody. Of course they get cancer. All right, but you got a thing called the histose blood group. You can look that up in Google. All right, the histose blood group is a mixed blood group. All right, and it's intermediate, which means if I have a Caucasian woman, all right, and I have a baby with her, and my baby comes out light, he is a histose blood group, especially if he comes out of A blood. Right? Makes sense? So he's a histose blood group. Even if he comes out white, he's still a histose blood group, which means he still is susceptible to cancer. Even if he comes out dark, he has a Neanderthal in him, which means he's still susceptible to cancer, just like the Caucasian is. And he still needs to wear the sunscreen because of what's in his DNA. Right? Not because of his blood type. Okay? Not because of blood type. Now we talking about DNA. But we don't want to talk about DNA. Okay? We don't want to go into that, okay? We just want to deal with the blood types, okay? So the histose blood group, the A and B, is more susceptible. I didn't say the only ones. I just said more susceptible to catching cancer than the O's. That's what I said. We keeping it with the blood types. Not color, not pigmentation. We keeping it with the blood types. We all belong to the ABO unless you're the Bombay, all right? Okay? Listen, I'm not going to believe everything I hear either because sometimes studies are changed. Sometimes studies are changed, okay? So they may say this now, and then 30 years later, they might find something else out, okay? So until you know the truth, you got to go with what's being said and what's being mandated. Unless you're going to be an archaeologist, unless you're going to be a hematologist, unless you're going to be a solarologist, unless you're going to be doing all those things, biologist, and get down to your own matters, then we cannot debunk what's being said. We can't. It's been proven. Okay? So please, can I continue? The next time you ask a question or say something that we already covered, I'm going to have to pause you a little bit because I want to talk to you. I want to help you if you don't understand, but I'm still trying to get through for the rest of the class. Okay? That's all. I still want to get through for the rest of the class first. And then we can go to all the questions and all that. I'm with you. I'm not against you. I'm not against nobody here. I'm just trying to show you the difference between the full-blooded Indians and the mixed race, okay? That's all. And what the blood type is. That's it. Blooded. We talk about the blood, okay? That's it. Not the DNA, the blood, okay? So let's keep on going. The ABO blood system was first discovered in the 1900s by Carl Landsteiner. We just cited him in this article right here. The father. See? He's the father of that. We just cited him. He the one. Oh, my light out. Oh, man. I really need that. Hold on. Let me plug it in, chat. Hold on. Let me plug it in, chat. He plug it in. See, Carl Landsteiner, he was the first one to say who the full-blooded Indians were. I think he was from Austria. Austrian scientist, I believe, or hematologist, I believe. One of them, right? He was the one who said who the full-blooded Indians were. Jeez. He said it. It wasn't me. All right, and you hold on. I think I got to charge the chat. I think it's all the way done, chat. It's finished. Right, let me charge it up. He was the one that said it. And, hey, until you can come up with your own information, you got to go with it. I'm sorry. I mean, I know you don't like it because maybe you're hearing something that you don't like today. But look, I'm sorry, bro. It is what it is. Thank you for joining the fan club. I appreciate you. All right? I appreciate you for hanging in there, Lori. Thank you. And you got some special emotes and stuff in there for you. And you can get that, and we'll cover that in a minute. All right? So let's keep on going. The ABO blood group system was first described in the 1900s by Carl K. Landsteiner, based on aggregation systems of the red blood cells when blood types, okay, we're talking about blood. When blood types from different donors were mixed, the ABO blood group system is based on expressions of two antigens, okay? The A and B. That's what we're talking about. That's the histose blood group, the A and B. When you're melanated, you are the histose blood group. When you have A and B. When you are Caucasian and you have the O blood, you are the histose blood group. Make sense? Because no Neanderthal were chocolate, brown, copper like us. They were light-skinned and yellow and all that. According to this article right here. I'll put it back up for you. According to this article, I got many more, but according to this article right here, all right, 2007, Neanderthal pigmentations varied as humans. All right? They varied as humans. All right? And we found that their pigmentation was, hold on. Had lighter skin and hair. All right, sunlight levels in Europe, this and that. It was thought that, but it wasn't that. It was the MCR1 that caused the modern day humans to become light today. Okay, I don't want to keep getting into it. All right, so I just want to explain that. All right, everybody got that? I hope so. So now it says on the surface of the red blood cell, the A and B on the surface of the red blood cell. Okay. These are called antigens, okay? These are called antigens. When you have an A or a B or AB blood type or an RHD, those are called antigens. That's not, I don't think they consider that. No, that's not alleles. That's not DNA. That's pathogens, okay? That's not DNA. That's pathogens, I believe. I think they consider DNA, but it's also considered antigens. They would have called it alleles. They didn't call it alleles. They call it antigens, okay? All right, so because the expression of these antigens is codominant, patients may have type A, B, or AB expressive patterns, okay? Lack of expressions of either antigen results in the O phenotype. The lack. We don't have it. We don't have it. Okay? Make sense? We don't have it. All right? We don't have that. We don't have the Neanderthal A or the Neanderthal B. We don't have it. So how you going to say that we, because we got a little fair skin, that, how you going to say that? Oh, you a little brown, you got mixed. What? We come in all shades of brown, and I ain't been in the sun long enough. You know they messing with that sun. You know they messing with that sun. They got us working in school, businesses, on the live chat right now, and I ain't out there getting the sun because you're supposed to be out there right now from 12 o'clock to like 2 o'clock to get the most rays to create vitamin D. If you really want to be, if you really want to be about it, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep on going. So the lack of the expression of either antigen results in O phenotype. Blood groups frequencies vary globally, with type O, whose frequency approaches, listen to this, approaches nearly 100% among indigenous populations. I mean, how many times I gotta tell y'all that? How many times we gotta cover that? You got the article right there. Get it yourself. It says, I'll give it to you. Let me see if I can get this for you. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. Screenshot it. The full-blooded Indians. I just showed you this article a minute ago. The full-blooded Indians. All right, and I'm doubling down. I'm doubling down with this one. The full-blooded Indians was always Group O. So if we the full-blooded Indians, how the hell we African? Somebody tell me that, please. Anybody? Anybody? Please? Somebody? Tell me. I'm waiting. I'm listening. Because we got some African DNA. That makes us the Africans? Really? Not according to Carl S. Weinster. Not according to Carl Lionsteiner. Not according to Alexander S. Wiener. Those who are in authority when it comes to the mandated articles. And this one was mandated and by Seth K. Ramuel and Rachel E. Ellsworth. And they cited the PMC article from the National Institute of Health. This is a cite of a mandated article that's written from a credible source, which is evidential. Whether you like it or not, the Group O has always been America first, approaching nearly 100% in indigenous populations. So what are you trying to say? What do we say then? 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 All right, we're going to get to it. All right, so now it says, all right, Central and South America, right? Being most common followed by the A. And you know why it was followed by the A. You know why it was followed by the A, because the Europeans. You know why it was followed by the A. You know why. You are the histose blood group. And if you're light-skinned, fair-skinned, and you have the O, you are the histose blood group. Intermediate. We just covered that. We just covered the intermediacy. Okay? That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. O is the progenitor. We are the progenitor of all races. We are the progenitor. I am the O negative. Turn them down for the W's. And I got the X for the excavate. On both hands. On both hands. That's saying my doctor. I didn't even know. I didn't even know I was the Adam gene. My doctor told me. He said, you are the pure blood. You are the Adam gene. You are the royal blood. I didn't know. I didn't know. Even regular old me, who would have knew? Broke back. I'm taking all kind of medicine and shit. I'm fucked up out here. My back is fucked up. All right? Because you royal don't mean you can't fuck your back up. All right? Let me show you what I did to my back. Before I don't mean to go off topic, but let me show you what I did to my back, yo. I ain't that royal. I got fucked up. Look what I did to my back, chat. Look at this shit, chat. Look at this shit. All right, just because you're royal don't mean you can't fuck yourself up. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Just because you're royal don't mean you can't fuck yourself up. So don't go out here and get your head all big because you're royal and shit. You fuck around, get a car accident, you end up like me, royally fucked up, okay? So no, I'm not acting like I'm better than nobody. I'm on a whole bunch of this right now, I'm telling you, just to sit here and talk to you. You get what I'm saying? But I'm doing it for y'all. That's why I asked y'all to tap that screen. That's why I asked y'all to follow the channel. That's why I asked y'all to help me meet my life goals, because I'm going through it, okay? I'm going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to it. But right now, we just want to talk about the full-blooded Indians. That's all we want to talk about, and the mixed ancestry. I'll make a whole nother video about the A if you need me to. Because I know about, like I said, I am experienced. I'm qualified to talk about blood groups because my doctor was telling me about shit. That's how I know I got experience. So let's keep on going. Matter of fact, if you follow that channel I told you to follow, it explains the A. It explains the A. Yeah. Matter of fact, go ahead and go to my profile and go subscribe to that channel. The video is called Revisiting the Outer Africa Theory. It's a whole 2-hour explanation with the sites, with the credible mandated forms explaining the A blood type. So if you want to know about it, it's right over there. Go ahead, take a look at it. All right, after this live, though, after this live. All right, I need the support. All right, so here we go. So it says, whose frequency approaches nearly 100% in Central and South America, right? All right, the indigenous ones, right? All right, and the histose blood group, right? And then it says, being most common, followed by the A, and more common in Central and Eastern Europe. B are more, now listen to this, B more common in China, India, okay? In China and India, and that's Asia. That's Asia. The Red Cross says there's no such thing as Africa. They call y'all the Asians. The Red Cross call the Africans the Asians. Because the B blood is more common over there. It comes from over there. Watch my video. That's all I gotta say. Watch my video. You know what I'm saying? What does TMH mean? TMH, what that mean? Me neither, I'm old school, y'all. I got a little just for men over here. This is all white, but I'll tell you, trust me. This is just for men. This is all white. I look young, but I am I'm not that young. Oh, okay, the Most High, for sure. For sure, Most High. Okay, that means the Most High. Now I know, the Most High. Now I know. I got that. I love the Most High. Shout out to the Most High. Okay, let's keep on going. All right, so, and AB is more frequent in Japan and Korea, okay? So the Asians are the Africans. The Africans are the Asians. Make that clear. They are Asiatics, and we are not the Africans, okay? We are from over here. No matter if we got the A, the B, or the AB, that is just intermediate because they came over here and the people in America and mixed out our blood types. All right, and we were always the full-blooded Indians. Make sense? So just because you got the A and B today don't mean you come from Africa. You got to look at your father, your mother, your great-grandmother, and all them, and you got to look at your HLA. And in most cases, you're going to find out that you are, I know the Most High has a name. We don't mention that name. We don't mention his name. I call him the undying hand. You know what I'm saying? But we know he has a name. All right? But we don't call him that. All right? We give respect. You don't call your father by his first name, do you? Do you call your father by his first name? You know what I'm saying? Do you? I know, but I don't call him by his name because that's calling his name in vain. All right? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna call the omnipotent one. I ain't gonna call those who decide where we live or die. I'm not gonna get arrogant enough to call him by his first name. I ain't calling my father by his first name, so I ain't gonna call him by his first, even when I know the first name. I ain't gonna call it. I've done ancient studies. All right, on Aleph Ta. Okay, I know about all that stuff. That's how I got into all that stuff too. I am the Savmat Vaparesh. I know about all that. I even speak it. Okay, so I am well learned in the Aramaic and in Semitic language. I'm well learned. Okay, and in the writings. I'm well learned in the reading and everything. But I don't do that anymore. I started that when I was on the other channel. I was the Samat Vaparesh, and I would bring my rag out, and I start getting the knowledge in, okay? So I started at the Samat Vaparesh, and then I found out about this information, and it taught me how I was the Hebrew today, and what makes me Hebrew today. Thus said my doctors, when he said humble yourself, when he said you were the Adam gene, okay? All right? This is the lineages of Adam. That's my book, okay? They wrote my book, okay? That's my book over there, okay? So let's keep on going. My doctor said that. All right, I ain't say it. All right, it wasn't me. All right, it wasn't me. All right, so let's keep on going. All right, now we're gonna deal with subgroups. Okay, so when we talking about groups and how they change. All right, like I said, half of y'all look like us. Hold on, half of y'all look like us, and a half look like, but they're the same thing. Make sense? Are we the same thing? Make sense? All right, and so when y'all see the Hebrew Israelites, well, some of them have, some of them have some light-skinned people in there. You be like, oh, that's a white dude. Are you sure? Are you sure? Or you just use the colorism? Are you sure? Are you looking at his blood type? All right. Are you looking at who his father is? Are you sure? See, people be judgmental out here. They very judgmental. Stop being just. Judge for you will be judged. Okay. So let's deal with the word lineage, okay? We're going to deal with the lineage, the subgroup lineage, all right? I want to break this down before I get to the next thing, okay? And the subgroup helps you understand the histose blood group, okay? So let's go. The definition of a subgroup, I'm quite sure everybody who's been to college and further education should know what that means. But if not, if you forgot, you know what I'm saying, then let me just go ahead and finish it off. But let's not make it a biblical conversation. We ain't going to make it biblical. We're going to keep it with the ABO, okay? Let's keep it with the ABO and the indigenous ones. That's all we want to do right now. The Aboriginal, the American Indian, we're dealing with that. We ain't going to keep going through. We ain't going to make it biblical. I don't want the chat to turn biblical. I just want the chat to stay on topic. Who and what the ABO means, okay? That's it. And stay on topic. And we can get to the biblical one on another channel. I am the Samat Vaparesh. Oh, believe me, I'm well learned in the Bible, okay? So now, don't be slow to hear. That's all I'm saying. Don't be slow to hear, all right? That's all. Don't be slow to hear, all right? So let's go. I don't want the devil to come and take it away. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. I don't want the devil to come and take it away. So don't be too slow to hear what I'm giving you right here. So we'll match up over there, all right? So let's keep on going. Like when I say we're not Africans, it's going to match up. I know, don't get me started because I'll start going in. Okay, so here we go. A definition of subgroup is a subordinate group whose members usually share the same common differential qualities. Okay, so you will have a subgroup from the original, and they call them the mixed race. Okay, they call the subgroup the mixed ancestry. That's it. That's what you are. You're a subgroup. You're the mixed ancestry. Okay. And we could go into the haplotypes. Haplotypes are genetic populations of people who share common ancestors. Okay, when you come in with the mother and the father. All right, I know what all this is, but I don't want to deal with all that right now. I was trying to deal with it when it came up. Everybody was going in, oh, haplotype this, what's your haplotype? I know what all that means. We're not talking about that right now, but we're going to cover what it means just for those who don't know. Okay, so haplogroups, should I say, a haplogroup is a genetic population group of people who share common ancestors on the paternal or the maternal line. Haplogroups are assigned letters and alphabets and refinements consisting of additional numbers and letters and combinations. That's all it is. They look at your DNA, they give you a letter towards it. That's all it is. It's still the same thing. We don't want to cover DNA. That's why I'm telling you I don't want to do haplotypes and all that. I just want to do blood types because the DNA is everywhere, okay? All right, and when we talk about maternal and paternal, maternal is the mother, paternal is the father. Okay, paternal is the genetic genealogy of the father of the male. Okay, and maternal is the genetic genealogy, the matrino. The matrino, the paternal and the matrino. These are what we call biological terms. Okay, the matrino and the patrino. Okay, so the patrine line is all male, and the matrine line is all women, okay? You can get DNA from either one of them. All right, and we're dealing with SNPs. And SNP is a single nucleotide polymorphism. So when you have people, right, who have the same blood type, but they look different, that makes sense? When you have people who have the same blood type, the histose blood group, let me put that back. Have I even got that? Did I go back to the histose? Can I go back to, is this the histose? Oh no, that's not the histose. Is this the histose? Let me see. Why do they keep giving me the same thing? Wait. Hold on, I'm going too far, chat. All right, histose blood group. When you have the histose blood group, you are just saying it's the SNP. That's all. It's just been changed. We still the same though. We just been changed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff got changed up on us. You know, some of us look like them now, some of us look like us. But we still are the same. We come from the same Petrine line or the same Matrine line. That makes sense? All right, so that's all it is. It's an SNP. They call it a snap, okay? It snaps and changes. That's all that happens. Sometimes the kids come on white, you be like, damn, what the fuck? That's not my baby. Then you go to court, you are the father. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So DNA sequence variations, that's all it is. It's variations of the people, okay? Makes sense? So the histone blood group are variations of the people, of the original line. Make sense? All right, so you can be melanated and have an A blood group. You can be melanated and have a B blood group, which is from Asia. All right? Doesn't make you from Asia. It just makes you have either a Petrine or a Matrine line, which comes from Asia, which makes you the mixed ancestry. Do you understand that? What makes you the mixed ancestry, okay? Over here today. You may come from the original ancestors, but because you are mixed with the Petrine or the Matrine, you are now of mixed ancestry, and you are not the full-blooded. That's all it says. We got that? Everybody got that? If y'all got that, we can move forward. Give me thumbs up if y'all got that. If y'all got that, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Give me thumbs up if you got that. If anybody in the chat understands what Petrine and Matrine means and how you get the A and B and the AB today of mixed ancestry, I mean, you are no longer the full-blooded Indian, but you are still an Indian. You're just not the full-blooded Indian. You're just of mixed ancestry. Still an Indian. You're just intermediate, okay? That's all. Still an Indian. You're just a SMP. You just changed. You're a subgroup of the original group, all right? You're a subgroup of the original group. We got somebody in the class. You got a subgroup of the original group. That's the only person in the class, or we got two people in the class? All right, we got people in the class. All right. Some people in the class understand. Okay. All right. Come on, man. Let's keep it about the blood types. We can get in the Bible later. Let's keep it about the blood types. Let's keep it by the blood types. Let's keep it by the blood types, please. But we don't want to bring Jesus Christ. We don't want Jesus Christ in the chat. Can we get Jesus Christ out the chat? That's all I'm saying. Can we keep the Most High out the chat? Can we keep the Most High out the chat for now, man? You know what I'm saying? Can we keep the Most High in the chat and just deal with the information? All right, that's all I'm asking. Keep it about the blood types, the full-blooded Indians, okay? Now, how do we know the O when they say, Carl Leinstander just told you that it's 100%, nearly 100% Central South America. That's where it began, okay? And now I'm going to come back with the Iran Journal of Truth to back it up, because I don't want to use America. Like you said, we can't always listen to what they say. Okay, I got you, my boy. I got you. Let's go to Iran Journal of Truth. A brief history of human blood groups. Let's go to the Iran Journal of Truth. Why not? Come on over here with me to the Iran Journal of Truth. It doesn't matter. We don't have to stay on America. We can deal with the Iran Journal of Truth. This is Iran J. Journal Public Health, 2013. I cited today from Durish D. Farad and Majan Zarif Yagnek. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but you see it right there. You see it right there. All right, it's the Iran Journal of Truth. This is a mandated article from the PMCDI. All right, right there in the corner, it's mandated. PMC 3595629. Okay, PMCDI 235-14954. All right, this is a mandated article. All right, it is from www.ncbi.nl.nih.gov/PMC/article/PMC 3595629. I had to cite it correctly so I won't be copyrighted infringed. Make sense? Make sense? I had to cite it correctly so I won't be copyright infringed. Okay? So this is a mandated article. So we have two mandated articles, which of both said that the O is the full-blooded Indian, and it also said Carl Landstander came back and said the O is most found in Central and South America, which is the origins of the O. All right, so we're gonna keep on going. All right, so so if you're O and you in Africa, intermediate. That's all. Intermediate. We are not you. We are not. You have changed. Because it started over here. We started going over there, mixing with the Neanderthals, got the snap, created this, created this right here. They came out of Africa with this mix, and now we got the outer Africa theory 300 to 500,000 years ago when we was over here in Unana for 7 million years. All right? For millions of years. The melanated being. We was not Indian nor African, nigga. We was the melanated being, okay? We were the H. We were building pyramids and everything. That's why the pyramids over there are younger than the pyramids on the mounds over here, okay? All right? Not yet. I'm not doing anything just yet. I'm still teaching, okay? So we understand that the pyramids over there are younger than the mounds over here. We are the progenitors of the A and the B. And they already said that B is of Asia. So guess what? How'd you get it? How'd you get the Indus Valley pyramids? How'd you get it? How'd they get those? Us. Us. How'd they get them? Us. You know what I'm saying? How'd they get them? The energy builders? Us. The Atlanteans? Us. The Hebrews? Us. You know what I mean? Adam and them? Us. I mean, what you want to say? They said it. I ain't said it. I ain't saying Olmecs, us. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Blackfoot, Chippewa, Seminoles, us. Arawaks, Mayans, Olmecs, us. Zulus, all them, us. I'm just saying, us. You know what I'm saying? The Malis, us. You know what I mean? Until the mixtures came, okay? And then it became them, okay? Then it became them. 500 years ago, 300,000 years ago, 500,000 years ago, they became them, and we still were us. You feel me? So let's keep on going. A brief history of human blood groups. You have the mandated form right there. Shout out to all those who show me some love and follow join my ABO fan club. And I'm still waiting for y'all to support me over here. Gang, come on, show some love. Can I get $1? See, dude, I must work this tape. I was searching this tape to get y'all this knowledge. Jeez. I said, that's a baby, you ain't worth it, bro. Dang, that's a baby working hard. I be working hard, man. All right, let's keep on going. A brief history. Shout out for the follow. I appreciate you. Shout out for the follow. A brief history of human blood groups. Us. All right? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. All right, so let's keep on going. I think I know that picture too. I'm not sure. I'm going to look at that picture later. All right, so now. Okay, it says, it's going to. I'm going to go where I want to go, okay? Because this is so huge. This is huge, okay? This is huge. All right, I don't know if y'all got time for all this. Y'all got time for all this? Oh, you is? Okay, everybody, y'all got time for all this? Oh, I got some key points in here, boy. Woo, it's about to get ugly. I know y'all going to be mad about this one. Okay, they're going to say, oh, they is those. Oh, they is those. Oh, they do. This is Iran, okay? This is Iran. This ain't America. But you can't believe them. Oh, yes, you can believe them then. Let's believe them. Okay, brief history. All right, let's go down there. We got all these sites. You got it right there. It's all been cited, okay? It's all been cited. So there we go. The evolution of human blood groups. Without doubt, a history as old as man itself. There are at least 3 hypotheses about the emergence and mutations of human blood groups. Global distribution patterns and blood group depends on various environmental factors. Okay, that's called epigenetics, okay? All right, such as disease, climate, altitude, humidity. In this survey, the collection of main blood groups, the ABO and the RH, along with some minor groups, are present. Several investigations of blood groups from Iran, particularly a large sampling on 291,857 people, individuals, from Iran, including the main blood groups, the ABO and the RH, as well as minor blood groups such as the Duffy, the Lutheran, the Kells, the KP, the KID, and the XG. You see that? It's mad type of, that's haplogroups right there. You see, those are the haplogroups. The Del, the Kells, the Duffy, the Lutheran, the Kells, the K. We could cover them. We could cover them. I got all that. We could cover them. But we're not covering them in this session today. We're not covering all those haplogroups in this session today. Somebody wanted me to cover the haplogroups. I was not about to do it. I just want to deal with the origins of the full-blooded Indians today, and then we could come back later so you can stop saying prove it. That's why I had to come back today to prove it. And maybe now when somebody else tries to say, oh, SFA, you got to prove it, somebody in the chat can say, man, shut your ass up. All right? Now, the introduction. It was not until the year of 1900 when Karl Landsteiner at the University of Vienna discovered why some blood transfusions were successful while others could be deadly. Landsteiner discovered the ABO blood group system by mixing the red cells and serums of each of his staff. All right? He took all his people and he mixed their blood together, found out what's going on. All right? He demonstrated that the serums of some people agitated the red blood cells of others. All right? Meaning they couldn't mix. They were different species. Okay? From these early experiments, different groups. They were the same species of human, but different groups, all right? Unless you be the Bombay. We found out about that too, all right? He identified 3 types called A, B, and back then we were called the C. We were not called the O, all right? You get that? A, B, and C, okay? Was later to be renamed the O for the German O-H-N-E, O-ne, okay? The German word O-ne, meaning without or zero, no. So when you hear people talking about the orange, no, it's the purest. I know we are. I know we are. Thank you. Sounding stupid. You don't even know what you're talking about. You just actually said what I said without saying what I said. You know what I'm saying? The 4th less frequent blood group, AB, okay, was discovered a year later in 1930. Landsteiner received a Nobel Prize in physiology and in medicine for his work. Can y'all give me a second, chat? My back is acting up. Let me go ahead and take some of this medicine real quick. Give me a second, chat. My back is murking me right now. I've been trying to hold it, but man, it's murking right now. Let me just take this real fast, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. This is, don't get no acids. I'm going to tell you, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna let you know right now. Just because you got the pure blood or all that, don't mean you can't end up in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like me, chat. Don't be like me, chat, and do that. Don't be like me. Ooh, driving fancy cars. You know, thinking I'm the greatest. Thinking nothing can happen to me. Thinking this and that. Mess around, had a horrific accident, and I'm destroyed right now. Okay, I'm up for a surgery, and I'm hurting right now. I'm hurting right now. But I'm still here. I take that medicine real fast, chat. But I'm still here, chat. I'm still here. I'm still hanging in, chat. Where am I? All right, here we go. I'm still hanging in, chat. Still hanging in there. All right? Back acting up. I'm trying to sit differently. I'm trying to lean back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get through this. We got to get through it, right? It must go on, right? Must go on. All right, so where was I at? Where was I? We talking about, we talking about his works, about the ABs, right? The A, B, the C, and the AB, right? We talking about that, right? Let's keep on going. So these genes that determine the human ABO blood type is located on chromosome 9, okay? So there we go. Chromosome 9 is how they determine who is human. Because the Bombay does not have human chromosomes. Just like the exon determines who is Indian. Okay? Make sense? All right. So chromosome 9 determines who is human. Okay? And it's called the ABO glycotransfers. This ABO locus has 3 main Elliott forms. The A, the B, and now called the O. Okay? As mentioned above in each of the team of them in as mentioned above, and each of them is responsible for the production of its glycoprotein. It is therefore the combination of allele DNA that are inherited from parents that determines which glycoprotein antigens are found on a person's blood cells and thereby the ABO blood type. You get it? You get it? I got a heart. Shout out to you. Did I get one? You helped, you supported me. Shout out to you, baby girl. I appreciate you, Queen Marie. I appreciate that love. Can I get some support? I need someone. See, women first. That's why I tell you, we need our women, man. We need our women out here, boy. Don't never tell me to disrespect my woman. I ain't gonna do it, bro. Women always support, man. Y'all brothers be acting selfish, bro. Women's be down, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say something for them ladies real quick. Women are the mothers of all of us, okay? Adam had no belly button. He ain't have a mother, all right? So he ain't know how to treat Eve, okay? He ain't know. He ain't had no belly button. I just want to put that in there real fast. It took Eve to give the rest of his kids a belly button, okay? So without the mother, we would not be here. So all you men out there talking about disrespecting women, cut that out. Do we need to show them how to treat us? Sometimes. I mean, if she's a virgin. But if she's not, she should already know. And if she don't know, then maybe she's the bad seed. You got to get out of there, okay? But other than that, respect women in all cases, no matter what. Make sense? No matter what. Respect them all. If you can't respect them because they're doing stuff, just leave. That's it. Other than that, don't show young men. Do not show young men to disrespect women, okay? Just show them that sometimes you got to give them correction or leave them alone. That's it. Let's keep on going. Now, Genesis and evolution. Now, they do know from here. They do know that there are primates who carry the ABO as well. But none of the primates carry the Rh negative. I'm going to say that again. There are primates like chimpanzee, the gorilla, the orangutan, the gibbon. They carry the A, the B, and the O. They carry the A, B, and the O blood types. Only the chimpanzee carry the O positive blood type, okay? Only the chimpanzee carry the O positive blood type. So how do we get the O positive blood type? How do we get a chimpanzee blood type? I'm going to break that down in the next one, okay? I'm going to break that down after I finish this one, okay? I got all the information. I'm going to give y'all all the truth. So next time you see SFA doing a video, next time you see me doing a live, y'all know what time it is, okay? How did we get the Rh positive? I'm going to break it on down, okay? How'd you get the monkey gene? How'd you get the gorilla? I'm going to break it on down. Because a lot of these scientists, boy, you won't even know what they've been doing to the human people. I'm going to tell you that right now. So we have found that the chimpanzee has the O blood, but not O negative, okay? We have found that the gorilla only has the B blood type and some A, okay? We have found that the orangutan has all of the blood types besides the O. The gorilla doesn't have O, and neither does the gibbon. That's why they say we are more closer to the chimpanzee than everybody else, okay? Because somehow you have acquired the Rh positive, and now you have a chimpanzee blood type, according to the Iran Journal of Truth. And they can and have given you. I ain't gonna say have. They have before. I ain't gonna say now. I can't say that now. So I'm gonna TikTok. That was education purposes only. I do not want to give you misinformation. I can't say they're giving you chimpanzee blood today, but I can say in the past they were giving out all type of primate bloods to the human beings, and that's how today we have a lot of antigens in our blood types. A lot of us were not meant to have it at all. Okay, let's get that out. Let's keep on going because the Rh factor is different than the A and B blood group. Okay, the Rh factor is different. I'm gonna say it again. The Neanderthal did not give you the Rh factor. The Neanderthal gave you the A and B, not the Rh factor, because the Neanderthals were their own Rh negative, but they were not the human Rh negative. They were their own Rh negative, but they were not the human Rh negative. That's why they called them the cousins. Everybody was Rh negative, but then when you start of different species of Rh negative, everybody was pure in their own nations until we started mixing and creating the A and the B and the AB. Make sense? Now the RhD, that came from something else. All right? That came from something else. And also, they had a different group of Rh factors, but it wasn't the RhD that we have today. This came from something else, okay? And we're going to break it on down how most of that came. A lot of them, let me get to it, okay? Let me get to it. All right, so now we know that these primates share the blood groups that the Rh factors, the Rh positive share today. So according to another hypothesis, the emergence of all blood groups, A, B, the A and B and their subgroups are results from successive mutations from a basic and common blood group, which is the O. And the O have been branched over millions. I'm going to say that again. Let me show y'all that. I love to show y'all that one. I'm going to show y'all that one. Hold on. I don't know if I get that. Go ahead. Take a screenshot of that. Millions. The O is millions of years old. How dare you try to say out of Africa 1,500 years? Are you serious? 1,500, 15,000, 10,000. Are you serious? We was here for millions of years. Are you serious? According to the Iran Journal of Truth, and this is a mandated form, okay? The Iran Journal of Truth, I gave you the article. This is www, let me say it again, www.ncbi.nlm.nih.gov.pmc/article/p.mc3595629/. All right, I had to cite that real quick. The old blood has been here for millions of years ago. So before you say out of Africa, when Carl Landstein just told you we're nearly 100% from Central and South America, ain't that the Olmecs? Ain't that the Mayans? Ain't that the Aztecs? Ain't that the Incas? Ain't that the Arawaks? Ain't that all of them? And we started growing and doing other stuff, started coming in Seminoles and everything else, Choctaws and everything else, Cherokees and everything. Ain't that all of them? Talking about, man. Don't tell me nothing, man. All right, so let's keep on going. What up, Black Girl Magic? Good to see you. But, you know what I'm saying? Now, listen. This is what the Iran Journal of Truth has produced, how you guys got here. It started out, get a screenshot of that. Get a screenshot of that. It started out OO, which is what? The H. And then out of Africa, right? Out of Asia. Okay? And then them two mixed. The A's mixed with the B's. So the Denisovans of the B's mixed with the A's and became the AB. Make sense? Talking about. What are you talking about? That's correct. That is correct. The chimpanzees have O. No, the orangutans don't have O. The orangutans don't have O. The orangutan, only person that has O is the chimpanzee. All right? The orangutans have A. The gorillas have B and A. The orangutans have A, B, B, and A. The gibbons have A, B, B, and A. No O, okay? The only primate to have O is the chimpanzee. All right, so the O positives are more closer to the chimpanzees in this world today. Y'all share about 99%. Well, you know what they say about you. You know what they say. All right, I'm quite sure you heard that in school. If you have further education, I'm quite sure you heard that. So they can give you the blood of the chimpanzee, and we're gonna cover that in the next one. All right, and we're gonna cover that in this one. If y'all hang around long enough, we're gonna cover it. Okay, so we're gonna cover it. I'm feeling a little better. I got the medicine back a little bit, but I'm in my soft chair, chat. I'm in my soft chair, chat. See, I got a certain chair I gotta sit in because I can't sit on hard surfaces. I can't sit or stand too long. That's why you'll see me stand up a little bit. I'll get off the screen, take a little meds. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving around all the time because I'm in a lot of pain. But I love giving y'all this information. You know what I'm saying? Because I can do it at my free will. I'm not ordered to do anything because it won't be. I'm not gonna be able to focus. Okay, so let's keep on going. I can do it the way I want to do it. My neck hurt. I'm bent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my art. Y'all seen the images. I'm messed up over here. All right? But I got a soft pillow right here. Y'all don't see it. Soft cushion chair. I'm doing all right. Okay? Not 100%, but I'm hanging in it. All right? So let's keep on going. So now here we go. Here we go. The Iran Journal of Truth done let you know what I've been saying this whole time. The old mother Petrino, old father Petrino, old mother Matrine, Patrine line is and has always been. Is and has always been. Let me get to what I'm trying to say. Is this it? Nope, I'm sorry. Let me get to it. Nope. I want to show y'all this again. Give me a second, chat. Give me a second, chat. I want to show you something again. Not that. Where's that? This. Is and has always been the H antigen. Yes, the vast majority of people in India do have the human antigen. Okay? They are us. Okay? But they do have the non-human antigen as well. Make sense? And those people are not us. Okay? So let's get back to where I was at. The brief history. Let me get back to it. Where was that? Here? Let me see if I got. No, not that one. Not that. Here we go. All right? So the Iran Journal of Truth. Heating pad. All right, that might help me out. Thank you for that. Appreciate that, because I'm over here bent, you feel me? I don't know what to do. I'm hurt, bro. Well, I got to keep myself occupied. You see what they got me on, right? I got to keep myself occupied. I got to do something in life. Because, man, I'm about to go for surgery. You know, I'm feeling it right now. So I'm like, damn, they about to give me that cage. I'm running from a jack. I'm running, chat. I've been running for some years, boy. They were like, we got to do it. I'm like, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But now it's getting to the point where it's crawling up my back now. They got to stop it. You know what I'm saying? I had a horrible accident, and man, I ain't never got better. I ain't never got better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even faking it. But I look like I'm fine, but believe me, I'm not fine, okay? I'm just having fun with y'all, keep my mind distracted, and not, because if I wasn't talking to y'all right now, I'd probably be somewhere laid down and just feeling like, you know, the world is over, okay? So let's keep on going. So you guys help me stay focused, and y'all guys help me not be so depressed. So I love coming over here and, you know what I'm saying, working with y'all. I'm definitely going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I got to do, take care of myself. And then that's not doing anything. My doctor said, just go home and do nothing. I said, I can't do that. How you do nothing? He said, hey, you got to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, and some people don't understand that. Sometimes with this situation, you just can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You can't live, bend, all that. You know, I could do certain things, but with caution. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, right now my legs is hurting, but I'm still having fun with y'all. So let's keep on going. I'm trying to get through it. I'm sweating under here and anything. Y'all just don't even know. I'm whole sweating, trying to get over this. So I'm trying to hurry up and get through this. Cats keep asking me questions. I'm trying to get through this, you heard? So listen, okay. Now, let's get back to what I was saying, okay? So listen, the O, okay? If you have the O, all right? Mother and father, you are the human being. You are the original Adam gene, all right? And from the O came the A because it mixed in Africa. And they call this the outer Africa. The A is the outer Africa theory. The A blood is 300,000 to 500,000 years old. And then the B is out of Africa in Asia. And this one is about a little bit less, maybe 10 to 14,000, something like that. You know how they say it. 140,000, 50,000, whatever. That's how those blood types began, because of mixing of the Neanderthal and the Denisovans with us, okay? And then they also go into another hypothesis where they tell you, again, all right, where we at? Again, they go with the O, B. You see how it's working? It's all intermediate, okay? So they tell you that the blood types, some of you guys be A blood, but you're the AO. Some of you guys be B blood, but you're the BO, all right? Some of you guys be BB, all right? You just mixed all the way up, all right? And that's Africa, that's Asia first, all right? Some of you guys are AA, and you are definitely the European, okay? So let's get that right. So here they go. They give you a map of where these blood types originated from. This is Iran Journal of Truth right there. It is a mandated evidential form from the National Institute of Health. It is credible and evidential. You cannot debunk it until they change it, or you find something else. You become a biologist, serologist, and whatever you do, and you come up with something new. Oh, this what we know now. And then you can post an article that will be mandated as well. But until you can do that, you have to deal with the information that's being held in front of you, okay? So, hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I gotta do some. Hold on, chat. Gotta stretch it out, chat. They're trying to get a cramp. They're trying to give me a cramp. Hold on. Stretch it out. Woo! I'll tell you what. I don't know if y'all heard that crack. I don't know if y'all heard that quick crack. You know what I'm saying? But listen, let's keep on going. All right, so now, they give you a map of where these blood types come from, okay? The first map is the A blood. Let me give you that map. Nowhere in America at all. You see? None. No America. But all over in Asia. You see that? Primarily up in the mountains, up in the mixtures, out of Africa. All this is dominating Australia right now today, because that's where they sent all the bad guys at. They sent all the Neanderthals. They sent all the Neanderthals over there. Oh, no, I'm sorry, bro. Look at my video. This is evidential. All right, and I know you don't want to hear it, but again, you can be AO. You don't always have to be the AA. You can be AO. I know you don't want to listen to it, but it is what it is. Until you can do your own studies, until you can find your own serologist, until you can find your own hematologist, you have to go with the mandation that is done at hand. And they have proven that blood types do exist, because people are getting blood transfusions and everything today. So you cannot deny that they have done the studies to know who and what you are. Okay, so this is the A blood here, not in America. So again, don't forget, in the last article, okay, because I know you hear the A blood, you're thinking you ain't American. Hold on. Don't forget. Hold on, bro. You talking about the Blackfoot. The Blackfoot was considered more European. I ain't want to say it, but I got articles on that. But relax for a minute. All right, let me just show you. Remember this article I showed you. Don't be so defensive. Intermediate, okay? This article says the mixed ancestry. You getting to it. See? Mixed ancestry. Mixed. They're not lying, okay? Somebody in your ancestors mixed with somebody else, bro. You're not, yeah, that's what, and you got the A blood. That's what happened. They mix. That don't make you not an Indian today. That don't make you not American today. That don't make you that you didn't come from the original O today. It just makes that you, somebody, somewhere, mixed with somebody else who was of African ancestry, and they passed on the A, like it or not. Of Asian, of European. Listen, they say European is the A because the Europeans mixed with the Africans, right? And they became the AAO. I have a video that explains that. The Europeans are actually mulattoes, okay? They mixed with the African, and then they came and mixed with us. So they brought that in our bloodline, okay? Okay, you listen. You ain't gotta listen. Listen, bro. You ain't gotta listen to it, bro. That's you, bro. That's you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, until you can find something different, until you got something else, until you can bring an article that say something different, until you can bring a doctor that can say something different, until you can bring a study that says something different. I mean, you know. Let me ask you this question. If they're lying, right? You could do that. If they're lying, right? Then how they know about the A, the B, the O? How they know? How they know? How they know? How they know to make tests like this? How do they know? If they lying, how they know? How did they know, bro? Tell me, bro. How they know how to know? How they know? Because they were taking us, and remember we was in slavery? They were doing whatever they wanted. Remember the Tuskegee Institute? Remember in 1865 when they made us all go to the doctors? They started finding out stuff then. They started finding out, and they was mixing us the hell out. That's how they knew. They mixed you out, bro. That's it. And it could have been through slavery, or it could have been through, interbreeding. I mean, just messing around and not knowing that you was messing with somebody who was of African ancestry. It doesn't matter. One of your parents is of African ancestry, as all of our parents are, even mine. You know what I'm saying? She got some African ancestry, but that don't make you African. That doesn't make you have been mixed ancestry, bro. And the blood type, you are no longer belonging to the original. Oh, whether you like it or not, you can disagree all you want. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. Okay? So now let's go to the next one. The next one is the O. Okay? According to hematologists, according to serologists, according to archaeologists, according to paleontologists, according to the doctors, okay? Not according to the Bible, according to the doctors, because the Bible don't say blood types, okay? So I will show you in the Bible right now, since you Bible fearing. I will show you in the Bible right now in Deuteronomy what God says. He chose you because you were the few, not the many. And the A blood is not the few. He chose you because you were separate. And the only blood type that's separate is O negative. So before you start letting me talk, be careful, okay? Before you start letting me talk, be careful. Because the only people that's separate in this whole world right now is the O negative blood type, because they are without anybody. And half of them look like us, and the other half look like them. Thus says the Bible. So just relax, bro. I know you don't like to hear it. If you don't like it, find you a woman that's of O and make the first baby A, and then make the other babies O and bring them back to their ancestry. How about that? If you really want to do it, I'll tell you how you do it. You find a woman that got an O, all right? You find a woman that's got an O, however you preference her, all right? And the first baby is going to be you, all right? But if you have a lot of O in you, that first baby going to be O, okay? And then from there, you will create your bloodline again. And if you ain't gonna willing to do that, then shut your ass up, man. That's all I gotta say. When you try to say what's the truth and what's a lie, and you don't have the evidence to prove it. That's the only reason I'm telling you to shut your ass up. Not because I'm disrespecting you as a brother. What I'm saying is, if you don't have the evidence to prove it, please be silent, bro. I'm gonna calm down. You're right, because we gotta respect each other. All I'm saying is, you can't denounce my evidence. You're telling me I'm a liar. All right? And I don't like when people call me a liar when I work hard to find the truth. Okay? So all I'm saying is, if you can't find evidence to change what they are teaching us in school today, and in the hospitals, and in everywhere else, all right? If you can't, I didn't write it. No, I didn't. I just studied it, okay? So, and I proved it. I took tests. I proved it. I took tests, bro. I took my own family test. So I proved it too. All right, I proved it too. And I took my own test. All right, and I talked to doctors and I told them who I was, and I just said that a minute ago. All right, I studied it, okay? So I proved what they were saying to be true when it came to blood types. I proved it. All right, because I thought we were all the same too. And I realized all kinfolk ain't kinfolk. My own son is a B blood. I cried a little bit because I wanted him to be old like me. But my daughter came out old, but my son did. You feel me? So I didn't know my girl was a B blood. I didn't even know she was African. I thought she was indigenous like us. Guess what? She was white that were African. Somehow her ancestors were African. Who would have knew? You know what I'm saying? So I was that way too. I was like, damn, I got messing with ham and shit. You feel me? But what I'm supposed to do after that? Nobody knew, and this is why I started this channel in the first place, so we can understand what we need to do as a people to keep our bloodline pure. That's all. If you want to do that, right? Make sense? That's all I'm trying to do, bro. I'm not here to get amped up on you and try to say that you're wrong for the way you feel. All I'm just saying is if you got some information that you can show us, please bring it, and I'll be more to be the first one to say, yo, we found something new. They lied to us. I'll be the first one to back you up, bro. Until then, I got to keep going with what I know. All right, so here we go. Now, here we go. It's Africa, right? Here's Africa, right? Excuse me. Here's America, okay? Here's America, all right? Here's America. Old blood. The old blood started here and went forth because it dwindles as we get towards there. It dwindles. So that's what makes you the full-blooded Indian and mixed ancestry and the Histos blood group. All right? Make sense? Now that we got that covered. Now, if you want to talk about haplogroups, listen, there's many of them, over 56 different types. We could be here forever, all right? All right, we could be here forever. Okay, listen, look, I don't have a problem with you, all right? I'm not having a problem. I don't know who's saying that. I ain't say you was cursing or none of that. Whoever's doing that, please don't do that because he has a right to disagree. He has a right, you know what I'm saying? That's his right. And I'm not here to beef with my brother, man. I'm not here to do that. Okay? I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to explain why I say what I say and to show him the evidence of where I found it from and how I studied the evidence. Now, if he want to live with it, he can. If he can find something else and he can bring it to the people, then we're going to be the first one to take it. All right? We're going to be the first one to take it. You get what I'm saying? That's all right. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be the first one to take it. All right? So my moderator don't play no games. So if there's something you're saying in there that may not be right, then she's definitely going to chop you up. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Just try to understand what's being said. And if you want to go find some information that can debunk what's being said, my brother, please bring it forward because we need to hear it. Make sense? That makes sense, blah, y'all? That makes sense? If you got some information that's mandated, whether it be Africa, whether it be Europe, whether it be anywhere in this world, that's mandated. Not coming from no Bible, because that's, they ain't going to try to use that as mandation. If you have research, if you have studies, if you have tests, and you have archaeological evidence, paleontology evidence, and you can prove what they're saying about blood types is wrong, then please be the first one to come in and let me know, man. Please be the first one to come and let me know. So we can go ahead and fix what's wrong. Huh? Right? So we can go ahead and fix what's wrong. Do you got the proof? You got an article that you can show us? Because we could be more than happy to bring you up so you can give it to the world. We'd be more than happy. I want to know. Shoot, because as far as I know, I'm an American Indian. My mother been telling me that. All right? Listen. I could go to the Bible right now. Like I told you, I'm the Samat Vaparesh. I am the Samat Vaparesh. I know about the Hebrew Israelites. I know about General Yohana. I know about Captain Tazariak. I was there with them all. They know SFA. I was there with them all, okay? I began with polite in them. All right? I'm a part of that conscious community. So please, I am Bible fearing as well. I know about all the books. I know about what you call it, the Apocrypha and all that, and the Maccabees and everything. All right? I'm not saying I'm down with them. I'm not saying I'm down with them. What I'm saying is I've known about the studies from dealing with them. We were banging a lot on the Bible back then. I'm the one that brought out the just us. I'm the one brought that out. All right? I'm the one pulled that out. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Thank you, moderator. She has a degree. Well, has a degree. Do you have a degree, moderator? Even with degrees. Okay, so you have a person here with the degree. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, you got to do better. You know what I'm saying? If you want to come and bring some evidence, you got to do better. We got people in here with degrees. All right, we got people in here with MAs and BAs. All right, psychological sciences and master's degrees. And you know what I'm saying? You just can't come. All right, there you go. You just can't come and just try to say something with nothing under your belt. It's not going to work. And I am the old blood. So I could talk about that all day. All right. And I have a business degree in business management. All right. That ain't got nothing to do with what I'm doing here. But I am well learned ever since 2014. Like I said, in the conscious community, Sonetta, Young Pharaoh, Polite, all them. I was there. I was excavating. I was there too, bro. This is white. I just got it. You see white? That's white. I just did a little, you feel me? I'm young still, though. I look young, but I'm older than I look. All right? Okay, so listen. At this point, you're not gonna listen, bro. All right, you're not gonna listen. All right, and we're gonna let you feel how you want to feel. You're not gonna listen because you found out you have the A blood, and I've watched this a lot of times. A lot of our brothers be thinking they the one, and then when they find out they got that Europe, they be butthurt. I understand how that feels. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's the way it is. I ain't say you said that, but your responses. Your responses is showing me that you're feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Your responses is showing me that you're feeling some type of way. That's all I'm saying. All right? And I'm citing what's being said. I didn't say it. I didn't take it. I have a right to reveal the evidence. You know what I'm saying? And I'm citing it from the PMC. And you are allowed to use information as long as you say it yourself and cite it. Who said it? All right? So just in case you didn't get the cite and you just joined, I'm going to give it to you again. All right? This is the Iran Journal of Truth. Okay? And this is from a PMC article. All right? And this is from the National Institute of Health. All right? I'm going to give you the article number. Okay? It's www.ncbi.nih.gov/articles/PMC 3595629 / okay? This is written by Darish D. Farad, I think you see it up there, and also by Amaraj Savref Jagnes. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but there you are right there. It is copyright and it's licensed. All right, and this is a disclaimer because I did not write this, okay? So I just want to make sure you understand that we are not stealing over here. We're just revealing, that's all. So please, you guys got to stop. All right, if you don't want to learn and you feel some kind of way, just leave. It's easy to click into another channel. So now, here we are. The B bloods, okay? According to hematologists, according to archaeologists, according to serologists, the B blood origins of existence comes from Asia. According to the Red Cross, okay? We can show you the Red Cross right now. Matter of fact, on one of my videos, just go see my videos about the Bombay Blood Group. The Red Cross shows you there's no such thing as Africa. They call y'all Asia. I'm just telling you what the Red Cross say. I didn't say it, okay? Red Cross calls you Asia. They don't call you Africa, okay? So there's no such thing. All right, this is all made up. All right, here's all the sites and all the evidence that you need. Go ahead and screenshot that in case you thought it was stealing, okay? I just got to show that for those who try to get my live band, okay? I got to show that for those who try to get the live band. All right, so here you go. Here's all the articles. Here's all the sightings and people who wrote this article. Go ahead, where they got the information from. Go ahead and screenshot that. So don't come over here messing with your main man's face. So now, here's another one I want to cite. How about that? Genetic Literacy Project. Science, not ideology. Okay, now we go into science. Let's go into science. It's called Ape to Human, Pig to Human Blood Donations. Could exotransfusions work? Cite David Warm Fresh, January 25, 2016. Okay, got that? You got that? Did you get the site? Okay, let's keep on going. Now, in here, it's the Red Cross. It's going to tell you all the different blood types, okay? It's going to tell you what we just covered. All different blood types. All right, you got, starting from the O, negative, which carries none of none of these antigens. And then the O positive carries some antigens, all right, of the A positive and all this other stuff. It goes into that. Here's the article. Pull it up for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and go into it. I just cited it. I don't want no drama, okay? Let's get into it. Ape to human, pig to human DNA. And I believe this could be the reason why some of you guys have the RHD. This is the reason why. So let's go into this. It says here. All right, what we got? Again, I'm going to say it for the last time. I studied the blood types. I took my own test. I grabbed these endo cards. This is back in 2014. I'm going to say it for the last time. All right, I grabbed these endo cards, and I went around the neighborhood. I called people that I knew, and we started taking blood typing tests. We started taking tests. And it came to find out when they said the O was more populous, it was true. Because out of the black people that I took the test from, there was more O's than anybody. And then came second was the AB, which means they were mixing us out. And then came third was the B's. And then came last was the A's. Okay? So in black people, it's not that many A's. Okay? So in black people, there, our people, there's more B's, O's, and AB's than there is A's. I found that out myself. I did my own research, okay? I didn't need them to tell me that. I did it myself. I was way back with Young Pharaoh and them, and I was doing it then. And that's why I was calling out a lot of these people who were claiming to be the original ancestors, who were claiming to be Africa first, and they didn't have the African blood type, okay? That's all I'm saying. So I was boots on the ground, all right? I was boots on the ground. So I didn't just listen to what they said. I went and did the work. So that's when I started doing the studies and finding out more about these blood types. That's all, bro. So I knew that what they were saying was correct. Now, have they had some errors along the way? Of course. Of course. Because I haven't made an O negative yet. So intermediate where? All right. So I do know that they do take the Rogam shot to make themselves Rh negative. I know that. I know I can prove that. And they wrote that. So a lot of them have Rh negative because they made it that way from our sisters, okay? I know that. I've done my own studies. I didn't go listen to them. I got my own. That's why I brought these cards here. That's why I brought these cards here. I'm going to cover the name up. That's why I brought me these two cards, right? These two are same B bloods, right? You see? But they have different blood groups. As you can see, this one is heavy agitated, but it's a B blood, okay? How do I know it's B? How do I know it's B? Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. It'll tell you. I don't know if I'll get that close for you. You see the B right there? Heavy agitated, right? You see the positive? Okay? You see right there? It tells you it's not A, it's B, it's positive. And what's the bottom one? And that's the control, meaning that it's a real good test. It's not messed up. Okay? And then I took another person of B who was of mixed ancestry. Okay? And I found that when I matched them up together, this was the ancient one because it's heavy agitated. And this is the modern human because it is less. It had more of one. It had more RHD. I mean, less RHD. Well, you see how heavy this RHD is? The monkey gene was reduced here, but heavily here. The B blood was heavily here, but reduced here, which made that person the modern human, which made them typical, okay? Which means they were weeding themselves back into the original ancestors, taking away the monkey gene. So I've done my own studies, bro, all right? I don't need them to show me what's right or wrong. I've did it myself. Okay, on that note, we're going to let you go. Hey, get him out the chat. Get him out the chat. Ban him from the chat because he don't want to learn. Ban him from the chat. He don't want to learn. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't want to ban him. I tried to reason with him. This man is so-called Bible-fearing. No, he's not. He's the devil, okay? Because if you see the information, and I'm willing to deal with you. I'm willing to help you understand. I'm here to converse with you. And you're continuing to try to say this ain't right. When I'm showing you my own studies. I'm showing you I have boots on the ground. I'm showing you I went and did it myself. I'm showing you I could prove some of the stuff they were saying. I'm showing you. And you still going to try to say, because I went to their universities, do you know who made those universities? It was us. Do you know who was here for millions? Do you know where they got the information from? Us. What are you talking about? The human being has been on the planet for over 7 million years, my mans. 7 million. So all those universities that they're teaching, they learned it from us. If you knew anything, you would know that. All right? All those inventions that they're using, they used it from us. All of it. The stoplight, the damn stove, the light, you name it. They got it from us. So why wouldn't I go learn it for myself? Because it's our ancestors who taught them in Egypt. It was our ancestors who taught them in America. It was our ancestors who taught them by the Moors. It was our ancestors who taught them over in Australia. It was our ancestors who kept them alive in North America. It was us. So when they tell you how to plant a seed, I'm going to say I ain't going to listen to him because the white man told me when he learned it from the American Indians. I'm going to say that's not true because it came from a white man. Are you serious? So when you go to the doctors, right? And if a white man say, I'm the only one that can do the heart surgery to save your life, you'd rather die than to go ahead and save your own life. How you know God ain't sent them to save you, man? How you know he ain't part of Edom, of your ancestors, man? How you know he ain't part of Jacob, man? How you know? You just looking at his skin and just saying he the wrong one. That's what you're doing. You're judging. And if you gonna throw the first stone, make sure you don't have no sin on you, man. Because right now, you got to prove you disrespect. You arguing with your brother. All right? You arguing with your brother right now. And you calling your brother a lie. You calling your brother a lie. And that ain't right. And that ain't right. All right? So you are in error right now. Okay? Because I tried to converse with you. I even respected you. I even calmed down. I tried to agree with you and talk to you like a brother should. And look what you did. All right? So now I had to get you ejected. All right, so if you don't agree with what's being said, bro, then please, man, just take a break. But I'm gonna keep going. All right, so here we go, y'all. I'm sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love my brother. I love all my peoples. I'm not here to argue with my brother. I'm just here to tell him, hey, it happens. It happens intermittently. It happens, bro. Nobody knew. We thought we were all the same until we started finding out. Guess what? We're not. We're not. All right. I'm not done, bro. I'm not done. I'm not done yet. Okay? So let's keep going. Would you accept transfusion of blood? Again, the article. Genetic literacy project. All right? Ape the human, pig the human DNA. I believe that you may have got those antigens from these people right here. All right? And I'm going to break it on down. Excuse me, I'm going to break it on down. Look how thick that is. I'm going to break it on down, okay? I believe you may have got the RH antigens from these people right here, okay? So let's keep on going. Would you accept a transfusion of blood products from a chimpanzee or a gorilla? Okay? That's the question they're asking you. Would you accept that? Why do you think they're asking you that? Because maybe they probably already did it already. Maybe. That's a big maybe. We don't know. TikTok is only for education purposes only. I'm not sure if they was giving people monkey gene and all like that, but we do have an article here that says that they were doing it to some of our people. Okay? So let's keep on going. And I will cite. All right? One person did back in 67. See, they said, look what they said. They said, would you take blood products from a chimpanzee or gorilla? What about a pig? Listen to this now. And they said, one person did. Back in 1667, French physician Jean-Baptiste Denis successfully transfused blood from a lamb into a 15-year-old, notice how they said human, into a 15-year-old human boy. Who's the human? Let's find out. Let's find out who the human is. That's the humans. They are dark. They are dark. All right, early humans and their immediate ancestors are dark skinned. They are dark skinned. Okay? They are dark skinned. So they have transfused blood from let me get this picture. Can I get this picture? Can I get this picture over here? I think I got this picture. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. I think I got this picture. Here we go. Here we go. That's the picture. Look, they were doing this back in the days to their own people, man. Putting all kind of animals in their own blood system. And then they did it to the humans, okay? Then they did it to the humans too, okay? And some of them were human too, because they had the ABO, okay? So some of them were human too. You see the CDE and the ECEs? You see that? You see that? Then they said we got the RACED, all that. That's where it came from. Potentially. None of us supposed to have that. None of us, okay? Are you going to argue with that? Are you going to agree with that, huh? I know you is. I know you is. All right, so let's go. So it said one person did successfully be transfused with pig. All right, one person back in 67, when French physician Jean-Baptiste Denis successfully transfused blood from a lamb into a 15-year-old boy. A human boy, that is, okay? This may surprise many people, as most as are aware that even humans are not universally transfused, all right? We all can't share blood, okay? Compatible, only the O negatives and the O positives, okay? Instead, humans are divided into blood groups that determine who can receive blood from whom without suffering a severe immune reaction that can be fatal. That's because our immune system senses molecules on the surface of the red blood cell, like I told you earlier, and reacts aggressively to certain surface molecules or markers in an individual who's on the red blood cell don't have the same kind. So here's the different blood types, all right? Here they are. We are not the same species anymore. We are not the same species anymore. So we may have started out one way, but because of all the mixing, now we are 8 different ways. We are 8 different ways, all right? It happened. We don't know how. Slavery. Even in the Bible, you were taken away and mixed among the nations. Come on, man. You probably didn't even know. It wasn't even your fault. But it happened, okay? So here we go. But while there are literally hundreds of different surface markers that make red blood cells different between people, and they do mean hundreds, over 763 different types, okay? Only a handful of markers act as strong antigens to the immune system. They about 7. About 7. That's these. The C, the E, CE, the D, CE. That will make a difference, all right? If you have any of these different, it's going to be a problem. See, the RH negative, we don't have those. We only have the RACHE, what makes us human. What makes us the same as the O's in Africa, all right? But we are not the Africans. We are the progenitors. We are the progenitors of the H antigen. So that's why we are not Africans. We are the first, okay? According to them, all right? The main, ain't the Hebrew Israelites the same one saying they're not African? But here I am telling you you're not African when you're going to try to say that I'm lying because you was hit with the A blood. That's your parents. That you want to get mad at somebody, go talk to your parents. Go talk to your grandparents because somebody over there didn't do the blood types, okay? So the main ones are the ABO and the RH antigens, the positive and the negative, seen after the more commonly known ABO types, all right? And for people who receive blood products, they must be appropriately ABO'd and RH matched. In turn, it turns out, however, that the ABO and the RH blood groups are not limited to just human populations, okay? They're not limited to just human populations. They also apply to our close relatives in the animal kingdom. We getting down to it, ladies and gentlemen. We getting down to it, all right? Especially other primates. Didn't I just show y'all that? Didn't I just show y'all that? Make sure can y'all help me out in the chat? Can y'all support the channel? I need another $1 right here. Anybody got $1 for me? I've been going through it, chat. I've been going through it. Hold on, let me stand up for a minute. I've been going through it, chat. Trying to help you out, man. I'm arguing and stuff. I ain't come here to fight with you. I'm here to build you up. I ain't here to take you down. I'm not. Trust me. I'm not here to say who's wrong or right. I'm not here to talk about who's the devil, who ain't the devil. I ain't here to do all that. I ain't God. I'm not playing God. Shout out to the moderator. I appreciate you, moderator. I'm not God, okay? I'm not trying to play God. I'm not doing that, all right? I'm not doing all that. I don't know who, what, and all that. All I know is about the ABO. And we don't know who is who these days because we wasn't here in the beginning. So I think we all should respect each other as human beings until we can find out otherwise, okay? Now, it says, Where was that? All right. All of this means that a human can be ABO and RH match for blood products from a monkey. Y'all heard that? I'm going to say it again. I'm right here reading it. All this means that us, can be ABO and RH match for blood products from a monkey. So my question is, or even better, a great ape such as a gorilla or a chimpanzee. Get that screenshot. Go ahead, get that screenshot. I'm gonna hold it for you. So you could say, you could try to argue with them, call them up. Call them up. And tell them they're wrong. Call them up. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait, chat. Hold on, chat. Come on, chat. Let me get this. Go ahead, screenshot that, chat. Go hurry up before it disappears. Let me know y'all got the screenshot. Somebody put a thumb up if you got the screenshot. I ain't making this up. All right, anybody got a screenshot? Let me see a thumb up. You said, let me get a thumb up, somebody. Anybody, did you get it? Did y'all got the screenshot? I want you to follow along. All right, cool, okay. Shout out to the ABO Star Seed. Shout out to you. All right, now listen. All this means is that they can literally take the gorilla, the chimpanzee, and the monkey and give you some blood. Because you have those in your system now. Because Jean Baptiste did some xenotransfusions, bro. Back in the days. And guess what? Those antigens are ubiquitous. Because every time you mate, you pass it on. So how you know you ain't get that A from, let's say, 300 years ago? And it's been passing on ever since. You don't know. Please don't feel that way. It's nobody's fault. All right? It's nobody's fault. Nobody knew until your main man SFA came. But what you can do now is you can stop it now. You can change now. See, because if I can change, you can change. Everybody can change. You can now say to your children or your grandchildren, hey, ABO type them. Get them tests. Find out who you sleeping with. Bang. Do you want to be heavy agulated and put the monkey gene back in? Or do you want to be typical and get the monkey gene out? You know what I'm saying? That's correct. We did not have it. They gave it to us. They meaning some of these people right here. Jean Baptiste was one of them. He put that monkey gene in us, man. Jean Baptiste was doing some experiments on the Europeans and the Moors and giving them all kind of animals, man. And because of that, now we got the lost sheep. Literally, because of that, now we got some people with pig DNA. Because of that, now we got more than a little bit. And I'm going to get down to it. We got a whole article here, y'all. Because of this guy right here putting this into our bloodline when it was never supposed to be there. All right? So the RHD is a cloned pathogen that's not supposed to show up in a human body at all. All right? So let's get that down, fam. We can't blame the Neanderthals. Well, we can because they, you know. But they didn't give it to us, goddammit. They didn't have it either. They got it because of this motherfucker too. We all, listen, whether you believe it or not, we all were O negatives at once. They had their own kind of O negative. We had our own kind of O negative. We were the H antigens. They were the Bombays. We started mixing together and made the A and B. And then somehow, you know, they started doing this stuff. And now we got the monkey genes. Make sense? He's gone. He's gone. This is 1600s. He out of here. You can't get him. You can't get him no more. He's over. Let's keep finishing. This ain't it. I'm gonna get you the rest, okay? That's just a little bit. Let me finish the rest of this, okay? All right. I know it ain't friendly, but it's the truth, right? So drawbacks, right? So now listen. So what he's saying is, this. All this means is that you can be matched for monkeys, even better, great apes and gorillas and chimpanzees who are closer to us on the evolutionary tree than monkeys. And since the ABO and RE antigens are the most critical factors to match to avoid fatal transfusion reactions, it means that xenotransplantation from an ape is feasible and theoretical, and some hurdles may exist, making it a reality. And they're doing it today. They got over the hurdles. That's right, they did. You're absolutely right. Now, yo, shout out to Tasha right there. She know what's up. They did it to us, yeah. And well, they got us. You feel me? Because they found out some shit about themselves. They're like, fuck that. We ain't gonna be the only ones. Because when Darwin was saying whatever, I'm just theoretically, this ain't true, TikTok. I'm just making a theory. Maybe Darwin found out he had that monkey and he was like, hell no. Hell no, they ain't the monkeys. Or we gonna make them some monkeys. I'm just saying, theoretically, this is entertainment purpose only, chat. I'm not saying that's what they were saying in their head. I'm not saying that. The reason why they were doing it was they was trying to find a cure for mental illness. But we're going to get down to it. But I'm just saying, though. Keep it up. You know who we dealing with. You never know, right? So let's keep on going. So here's the drawbacks, right? Let's go to the drawbacks, right? So the drawbacks is, come on, tap that screen, man. I should be at like 100,000 after all this information. All right, so work with blood and non-human primates goes back. You see? Listen. Tap that screen. I'm telling you, this go crazy right here. It says work with blood and non-human primates goes back to Carl Landsteiner, who did not only discover the rhesus factor in monkeys in 1937, that's peculiar, you feel me? But also discovered the ABO groups in the 1900s. The blood group commonality between humans and other animals thus is not a new revolution, but this raises questions why xenotransfusion was not seriously decades ago. They saying why we ain't do it before. They saying why we ain't do it before. Hold on, chat. You my back, chat. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to hang in there with y'all. All right? I'm trying to hang in there. I'm in extreme pain right now. I'm going to have to take one more of my other pills. I got to take another one. Let me show you. I got mad pills for this right here. I'm going to have to take another one, chat. It's going too far. It's gone too far. Shout out to shout out to join the fan club, y'all. Shout out to join the fan club. I got to find another one because it's not working. I got to find another one. Hold on. Where's that? Chat, I'm telling you, the stuff that I find out doing this work, I will tell you, the stuff I find out, you will be amazed. What the heck? Uh-oh. You know, I be panicking when I don't find my stuff, bro. I be panicking, bro. Where my stuff at, bro? I need it. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? What the heck? Hold on, chat. Give me a second, chat. Yo, where the heck is my celebration, man? Where's my celebration? Did you get that dude out of there? Huh? Oh, my bad. I need to find it, though. Give me a second, chat. What the heck is it, man? The heck? Somebody playing with my message, bro. I got it, bro. I'm back, chat. I'm back, chat. I gotta take another one, chat. I'm over here sweating. Let me get back to it. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I lost a few people. I'm sorry about that. Thank y'all for bearing with me. Let's get back to it. Let me put on the Malcolms. All right? Let me put on the Malcolms. Okay, listen. I know it's not funny. But you know what? It's the truth. Okay, so let's go. The reason is because despite the ABO RH incompatibility, there are minor differences between the blood groups and human apes and other animals whose effects on transfusion would have to be understood completely. Humans also may still have some lingering suspicions about the blood from non-humans that make xenotransplantation unpalatable, meaning it's not tasteful, right? Superstitious about bloods, right? Also, when it comes to great apes, they are endangered. They're not like cows and pigs that simply are bred in industry quantities to serve humans. So even while it might be no more trouble for an ape to donate blood than for a hen to lay eggs, the supply of ape blood would be fairly small anyway. So they say. But we're going to get down to it because in here they don't say that. In here they don't say that, buddy. But they're saying it now because they endangered them. They hunted them to you know what happened. We know what happened. We know what happened. We know why they're in danger today. But before they were in danger, they were doing some stuff. And I'm going to get to this one over here in a minute. We almost done. We almost done, chat. We almost done. All right? But we do know for a fact that they do use pigs. And they have already did pig transfusions already. They have used a lot of animals in the human body to do transfusions, okay? So let's keep on going. Thus, as we consider xenotransfusion, pigs might actually be more feasible option. Really? Really? You see what I'm saying? So they're saying, and in fact, that's what's happening. In fact, that's what's happening, okay? All right, so if you got them RH antigens, how you know you ain't get it from that pig? How you know you ain't get it from the pig? How you know you ain't get it from the monkey? How you know? How do you know? You get what I'm saying? Xenotransfusions research currently focuses on pigs, not apes, and it's not just because pigs are abundant. Their blood actually is quite similar to human blood. What? All right? The size of the red blood cells are similar, so the typical red blood cell lifespan, the hemoglobin content, and structural and other factors. Plus, pigs can be genetically modified to produce red blood cells that are equivalent to the human O negative. Ladies and gentlemen, do I have to say it anymore? Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it? They're trying to make the human O negative blood. And they have found ways to synthesize it genetically. They can't be born with it, but they can synthesize it genetically. Okay? They can make it, but they cannot duplicate it. Actually, they just synthesize it. For example, you have a generic and you have the actual thing. They are creating generic O negative blood. So could that mean that there are some generic O negative people being born today? If you want to say that, using the Rogram shot, creating O negatives could be a form of generic O negative. Not saying that that's wrong, because if you had a child and you had to get that shot to save the child's life, no matter what the blood type is, would you do it? Would you do it? You got to ask yourself that question. Would you save your child's life? You get what I'm saying? And if that meant taking that generic thing, would you do it? And that is true. The O blood has been found to be stronger, and me as one of them. I got the COVID like 4 times, and I never even knew I had the shit until the last time. The last time I was down. I was down. I had to COVID 4 times. The first one said, "Oh, it's an unknown flu, some dumb shit." I was like, "Okay, fuck it." I had a little sniffles. The second time I wasn't wrong at all. I took the test, still said I had it. I was like, "What the fuck? I don't feel wrong." The third time I still, because my family was getting it, right? So the third time I still was like, "Damn, what the fuck?" My daughter came over, everybody's sick. I'm still feeling, ain't nothing wrong with me. The last time my son got it, baby boy got it, and we both was down. It took like 4 times for me to go down. You feel me? They finally got me. COVID finally got me the 4th time. I was man down, and my lungs got scarred. I ain't gonna lie, I was down to 90%. I was hurting. It took me a little while to get back, but I got back. It took me like 2 years to get back, but I got back. I was hard breathing and all that shit. It was a little rough after I got hit the 4th time, but yeah, it was a little rough, but I made it. So yeah, the O blood is the strongest when it comes to the reason why the O bloods are the strongest is because we don't have too many antigens, right? So when something enters into our system, the red flags go off. All right, we have the strongest white blood cells there are. All right, so it's gonna be hard to get us, but we are weak when it comes to bacteria. So be careful with that, okay? So bacteria will take your ass out. We don't have really too much fight when it comes to bacteria. So be careful with that, okay? Because those things right there, they get in you, boy, and you damn near kill all your organs taking medicine to get rid of it. Believe me, I know. I caught one when I was sent to jail unjustly. And I got some bacteria in my toe, and it started crawling into my body. It was all in my blood and everything. I literally had bacteria growing in my blood. So they gave me these strong pills. Damn near killed myself. My damn liver was all messed up. My kidneys are still messed up. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of it, but it took a little time. So bacteria is one of our enemies when you're O blood, so be careful with that. Make sure you clean your chicken and all your food, your knives. Make sure you clean your surfaces off with bleach and everything. You do not want to catch bacteria. Make sense? Let's keep on going. Blood product efficiency. Very relevant. All right, so all this is saying is right here. I'm going to cut the chase on this one because my back is getting a little tight. So So I'm gonna cut this one, okay? I'm gonna cut to the chase, okay? And maybe we'll pick up later on another day. And we got people leaving, and I know everybody got things to do. So let me cut to the chase. Yes, animal blood, including blood. Let's get down to how many animals they have used, because I gotta cut it short, chat. I'm really taking all kind of medicine now. I'm getting kind of dizzy, so I'm just about to lay it on down. All right, I have fun hanging out with y'all, but I'm gonna finish this a little bit right here and let y'all know the possibilities of how we got those antigens and who the hell did it and how he did it. Okay. So yes, animal blood, including blood from dogs. That's right. They injected dogs, sheep, and calves was injected in humans during the experimental. The medicine got me all slurring up now. During experimental early blood transfusions in the 17th century. But it's so funny because in the article it says in the 16th century he was ordered to stop. But what he did was he left that country, he left France and went to another place, Africa. And he started still doing it. You feel me? So he was ordered to stop in Europe in 1667. But here we are in Africa. I know because I did the study, 1700s, he's still doing it. He wasn't listening. John Baptiste Genius was still doing it. He was doing dogs, sheep, calves. He was doing it, bro. He was injecting it. And they even go to say that he was using apes too. Come on, man. French physician John Baptiste Denis performed the first documented transfusion animal to human in 1667, leading to severe reactions and evidently a ban to the practice. That was in 1667. But then it says here, listen, then it says here, yes, animal blood, including blood from dogs, sheep, and calves, was injected into humans during the spectrum years of blood transfusions in the 17th century, which means he still was doing it, bruh. He still was doing it, bruh. Even though the initial experiments was 1665 to 1667. He was doing more animals, bruh. He wasn't giving a damn. He just left where he was. He just left and went to another place. Because you could do that. Okay, if you've been persecuted in one state and the laws are different in another state, you could just leave and go to another state and do it there. If they don't let you have hypothetically, if they don't let you drink with your bottle open in this state, you can go to a new state who says you can have a bottle open as long as you're in a certain place and you could just drink right here. Just like the police, you're right. If he gets kicked off the force in this state, he gets to go to another state. He back on the force. All right, so that's what John Baptiste was doing. All right, he was just moving around. You feel me? And John Baptiste was a French physician, okay? He was a French physician who did experiments with animals and humans. This because humans were, the Europeans were having a lot of, because of the Neanderthal variant, they had a lot of depression, mental illness, and all these psychosis and all this stuff. So he thought in his head that if he used animals, because they were more tamer, because you could tame an animal to do stuff, he thought if you gave somebody a dog, a cat, or a pig or something, that they would be more tamer because the animal was tame. And he was wrong. And now we have humans with animal eyes. You ever seen them humans with eyes that glow on the light? And humans do not supposed to have animal eyes. The primates don't even have those. So how did humans get them? Baptiste. Okay, so the ban following his death of patients, or the ban came following the death of patients whose subsequent legal battles, the French government banned animal to human blood and transfusion in 1670. But he still was doing it in the 1700s. So how did he do it? He moved, okay? Now it says science. Now here's the science now. These and later experiments. Now here we are in the 19th century. You see? Here we are in the 19th century. So it says these and later experiments in the 19th century showed that while small amounts might not immediately kill, foreign red blood cells generally clump together and break down, making it highly susceptible to an immune response. Okay? So they still doing it, ladies and gentlemen. They're still doing it. Nothing stopping that. All right? We got other patients, all right, who had lamb blood. He lived, all right? He had some lamb, and the doctors hoped that they would use the blood of innocent lambs to cure disease of mental illness, okay? So yes, blood from calves and other animals like lambs was used, okay? I think they got more than that. Let me see where I'm at. All right, I got some more information, okay? There's more animals in this. I think I did some redundancy. Oh, I think that's it. But anyway, I did another article, right, on my page on the profile, right, where they show you over 115 different animals are used to make serums today, and we are having reactions to them, and this is why some of us get sick from taking certain type of medicines because of what our blood type is. So this is why I say, this is how you gonna do it. This is why I say, first of all, know what your blood type is. That's number one. Second of all, do your research on the medicine. That's number two. Third of all, before you sign anything, make sure you know what you're signing. Fourth of all, ask questions. That's all. Ask questions. That's it, because once it gets in, it's ubiquitous. I'm not saying that doctors aren't needed. I'm not saying that some of these things don't work, because they do. But if you don't know your blood type, you don't know your immune responses, you don't know who you are as a person or a human being, you may literally be taking your own. You might take something like this, and you may not. You ain't gonna make it. You get what I'm saying? You may not make it. You know what I'm saying? So just be cautious. That's the first step. Be cautious on what you're taking, and do research and ask questions and get down to the bottom of it yourself. And then once you realize what the symptoms may be, how it's generated, because some of these medicines come from plants. Some of these medicines are not all from animals. They are from plants, and they are genetically made. Like the MRI, the Moderna shot. It's made. It's genetically made. Okay, it's not from plants or animals. It's genetically made. It's from chemicals. All right. So I believe that. I'm not sure, but I can look into it. But I know they made that. All right. So there's some things that don't come from plants or animals. All right. It just comes from them just making up some stuff chemically, and now they have a new form of whatever. Make sense? So if anybody have anything to add before I get out of here, you can come up as long as you keep it clean. We're going to go ahead and let you say what you want to say. And then we're going to go ahead and you can go ahead and get it in. Anybody got something to add about the ABO? Anybody? Rogan shot, anything? I'm going to wait. And I just want to say, I want to apologize for, getting into a little skirmish with one of my brothers. I tried to build him up. He didn't want to listen. Again, I want to thank all my fans for joining the fan club. I want to thank everybody who did support the chat. You know what I'm saying? I also want to thank everybody for pushing, pressing, tapping that screen and getting me some likes. I also want to thank all those who went over to my channel on the profile. Can you put my channel up one more time? Just so for those who can go to my channel on the profile. Moderator, can you put my channel up one more time? So y'all can go to my channel over here. And here's my channel over here. You see my channel right there? Go to that channel right there. All my lives will be over there. And you can get all the information that you need about some of these videos that you may not see. Or if you want to review this video. Because this video also will be over there later. And being that said, I like to thank y'all for coming in. And make sure y'all catch me on the next one. Keep watching my videos. Follow my channel.